Time for cities and towns to start dreaming again.
Hello there, everyone. After a really good last season, we're looking forward to the new championship season here on the Banter and Boots podcast, formerly known as the Total Leave It All Football podcast. We've got loads to discuss this season about this evening tonight with everything. Talk about the relegated clubs that's joining fighting for promotion, also the teams that come up from League One. We'll look at our key players that we can watch as well, and their transfer signings, and then we're going to do our predictions as well too. And joining us, I'm going to kill him for this one because I have to give a clap. Who joined on the same account where he's supposed to join his own account is good evening to Stefan. Stefan, you blooming idiot.
Oh, okay. Hello, everybody. How we doing?
We're not too bad, unless all the issues we had with all our mic with the technical issues.
It's good to be back, isn't it?
Well, it is. Hopefully, there's not going to be no fuck ups as well too. Yeah, exactly. Right. We got some return of our pundits as well. Say good evening to Michael and also to Annie. Good evening to you guys. How you doing?
Hello there. I had to start with that. Come on. But I'm all right. Long time no see. I've missed doing these, so let's get back to another regularly talking about the championship. Can't wait.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Annie, good to see you. You've had a good summer break from uni?
Yeah, somewhat. Been relaxing and chill, and yeah, nice break.
Absolutely.
Can I just say, Carl, apart from England not bringing it home again?
Yeah. Oh, God.
Well, actually, no, the bronze medal. Sorry, the bronze medals came home. There you go. That's something.
Sorry, Stefan.
Stefan,
sorry, Stefan. Who did Scotland play in the round of 32?
Yeah.
All the round of 16, all the quarterfinals, all the semi-finals, all the third place playoff, all the final.
Don't care. It just didn't come home. My mantra after that was ABE.
Well, do you know what? I've got some news for you because we got two other Scotsmen who have joined us as well. The only worst thing is I found out who might be the next Scotland manager, and it's someone that's still in the coaching staff who didn't lose his job. Is Stephen Naismith, I've been hearing.
Stefan's gone very quiet all of a sudden. I wonder why.
Shut him up now, yeah.
Hang on, and it's not because Wrexham lost the streaming service derby last Sunday as well. Where's your voice, Stefan?
Got him voice, and he lost it.
It's going to be a long season.
Oh, God.
Oh, God. What are we going to be like at the end of the night when it's already been chaos trying to get this stream bloody started, and then we're already starting to laugh our heads off, and it's not even 5 minutes in yet?
Okay, I know. Yeah. Oh, God. Well, listen, we've got some guests that join us tonight. Before we bring them on, let's introduce our new pundit that's going to join us for the season. After being an absent way last season from the championship, they got promoted back from League One straight away. It's good evening to Nathan. Nathan, good evening to you. Welcome.
Yes, he's back.
Joining us.
I'm back. To be fair, it's a miracle. We signed a competent manager. Tang woke up on the right side of the bed every single day for a whole year. We're back. And then you're not playing
in the useless EFL trophy next season.
Yeah,
God, that still gives me PTSD losing 5-1 against.
We won the thing. We won it when it was the Pizza Cup.
Whatever it was at the time. I don't know. It's had more names than cooked dinners, but great to be back.
Nathan, I'll just say, cheers to you not being in League One for 4 fucking years.
I know.
Absolutely.
We did it first time, happy days, but great to be back. Apart from that,
absolutely as well. And let's get the last two panelists who hopefully join us during most of the season as well. Let's say good evening to Doug. Doug, good evening to you.
Good evening. Good to be on here. Obviously, going to be very, very neutral for this. So, but no, thank you very much for having me. It's a pleasure to be on the first show of the season, and Yeah, I'm looking forward to the championship because obviously we've got Carnage game next Monday, Cardiff Wrexham.
Come on.
And and obviously on the Friday we've also got Wolves Blackburn. So yeah, ex-Premier League, and then obviously we've got the Welsh derby. So cannot wait, my friend, cannot wait. Thank you very much for having me, as always.
You're welcome. And the final guest who actually claimed we were going to criticize him for getting the one prediction wrong last season when he thought Derby was going to go down. And you know what? He should know his championship bet, but he doesn't. But he's going to say good evening to Reese. Reese, good evening. That's why you're on the bottom of the screen tonight. So
Tastes like a Pleasantford scarf.
oh my god. Typical Reese you are, man. You just
I mean, there's ways about it. It's either you talk about it, you think about it, you do a Cardiff and you go down on it, or you do a Will Still's going to get out of a job, and then you go Will Still's going to get another job somewhere else. Who don't fucking care? There you go.
Or you just spout the first thing that comes out your mouth.
Yeah.
Well, that's why the goat is back.
Oh god.
Carl, do you want to take him to task? Wild prediction that he got so very right last season that we've not rubbed in his face constantly already.
Yeah.
I'm allowed to get it wrong. I'm not a championship fan, therefore.
Let me just run. Well, why are you doing this then?
Yeah, exactly.
Entertainment is bliss.
Entertainment, right, guys, right. So, Annie, Carl, Doug, Michael. I think Derby's going to go down to League One. I've got them in 22nd or whatever it was, and we all said nope, absolutely not. Oh yeah, Derby finished 8th. No, Reece, you totally got it right. Just 14 places out, mate. Well done.
I actually got wrong, and I can hold my
Although
hand
to be
up there.
fair, I will defend him on this. Most of us probably had Leicester in the playoffs. Awkward. So never mind.
I
hasn't just outside.
I didn't have Leicester in the playoffs, actually. I got them missing out last season.
Yeah, but I bet you didn't have anywhere near 22nd, though.
No.
Or 23rd, wherever they finished. Doesn't really matter.
What about Hull? What about Preston? What about Millwall?
I can't imagine. Annie, I can't think which two people you're talking about there who put Hull and Preston to go down. That's awkward.
Not me.
Yeah,
not me.
we both went for them to go down. I mean, we got Sheffield Wednesday right, but I don't think we deserve too much credit for that. I think that was pretty obvious.
There was no way that was going to end. There was no way anyone was going to get that one wrong. You'd have to be insane.
Exactly, indeed, as well. Well, we've got lots to discuss tonight, gentlemen, and like I said, I don't know how Cardiff is going to be tonight, but yeah. But before we do that, please, for everyone who's new to the show, please subscribe and hit the subscribe button on the Banter and Boots podcast as well, because we have changed our name. We've decided to rebrand it as well. We're still the same pundits. We still do the same shows as well, along with the Saturday show. We also have the SPFL roundup as well. And also this season we'll do the European roundup of all the European leagues across La Liga, Bundesliga, Serie A, and League Earn as well too. So hit that subscribe button across all of our channels as well. If you do miss this will be on the podcast platform services straight after the show as well too. So hit that and subscribe button and get up for more upcoming content as well. So, gentlemen, we've had a long summer, especially after the World Cup. We are close to a new season in the championship. Yeah, so let's So let's move on with that. Yes, I know, Annie. I know. We're less about it better. I know. But let's start talking about the teams that dropped down for the Premier League: West Ham, Wolves, and Burnley. And this is the ultimate question: can any of those teams bounce straight back up the first time?
Just one.
Let's start off with West Ham. And does anyone want to go first?
I think it is just West Ham, for being honest. I don't think Wolves or Burnley are good enough.
Weirdly, though, go on.
Bear in mind, every time West Ham have been in the Championship, their only route back up was the playoffs.
Fair point.
They've never won the Championship outright, but could this be their season under Nuno? You just never know.
I mean, they've got the best squad. They've got the best squad for me. I think when you look at the way that they've, recruited this summer so far, obviously they're making another signing in the manner Solomon. I think he's going to be signing. Obviously they've got Veltman, I think, coming in the door as well.
Yeah.
They've still kept Jared Bowen. They've still got Thomas Soucek. Honestly, this West Ham side should not be in the Championship.
No.
It's almost a cheat code almost. So, but they did deserve to go down. I think the fact that they've got Nuno still manager as well, for me, they have to be the favourites, and rightly so, because I think, they've still got Tati Castellanos, who I thought was really good in the Premier League. What's he going to be like in the Championship?
Yeah.
Well, you say that, but there's still a month left, or just under a month left of the transfer window, so anything could still happen. These big names, apart from Bowen, could go.
The thing I will say though about West Ham is at the end when they got relegated last season, I think they had to raise 160, 170 million to meet
something like that. Yeah,
100. I think it was 150 there to make. Yeah.
I mean, considering they flogged Mateus Fernandes for just under 100 million, Somerville getting that much money out of Saudi as well, phenomenal. Potts for just below 10 million.
It was 10 million roughly. So they've already raised that 150 million from them three alone, probably.
Yeah. Doing and they've got players and keeping what they got is absolutely outrageous. Keeping Nuno mad, absolutely mad.
And let's be real, lads. I mean, Michael obviously won't like the fact I have to bring this up, but even he'll agree. They actually have somebody who knows what they're doing in terms of owning a football club as well. Like Amanda Staveley coming in is a big thing for West Ham.
No, I agree with you.
That would have been the biggest thing, because we thought Daniel Krinsky was going to buy the shares, and then coming Amanda Staveley, that's going to be complicated because I think he has the option. He has the right option to reject in the ownership.
That's the confusing thing about it, because I think Kretinsky's got a deal with David Sullivan, who's obviously no longer sort of involved in the running of the club. He
was at the game yesterday, though.
And I think if Kretinsky goes over 50% of his shares, he automatically buys sort of more of, I think it's Sullivan's shares as well. So he's in a really tricky position, Gianni Kretinsky. But yeah, this is probably not helping West Ham, because this is just delaying their transfer business, and on the pitch, that's just not helpful at all, because they don't know who the majority owner is going to be.
They've only made one signing, which is from Kemba Lampard, for £1 million from WT graduate in Colombia. So
he was there last season, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. So it's a bit of a worry with that one. They've only made one big sign, which is Joel Veltman from Brighton. So it's a bit of a worry.
I did see a suggestion that they were in talks with Axel Diassi, who was there last season. Now, is that fanciful? Is he really going to want to drop the Championship? But what I would say is, if he does drop the Championship, that is an incredible piece of business. And obviously Solomon coming in from Tottenham, Carl will know more than most of us about him. But I've actually wrote down in some of my notes, and just to the spoilers here, I've only literally written down my top 8, 9, and my bottom 3 because wasn't enough time for me to go through every single position. But I'm looking at West Ham's squad, even with those that they've lost. So I'll just read out some of the names. So you've got Aaron Wan-Bissaka, James Ward-Prowse, Pablo, Castellanos, Mavropanos, Elhaj Malik Diouf, Thomas Soucek, Kyle Walker-Peters, Jared Bowen, Matt Hermanson. That's ridiculous. Now, yes, okay, granted, I said this to an extent about Leicester's team last season. Awkward. But other than that, though, if they're competently ran, it will be a criminal disaster for this team not to get promoted. I don't think there's that much they need to recruit for it. But you look at some of the players. Obviously, the caveat is the window doesn't end for another 3 weeks, just over 3 weeks. So it depends who they're able to keep. But the good thing is, if they needed to raise £150 million with Potts, Somerville, and Fernandes going, they've raised that already. They don't need to be able to. They're in a position now, by the looks of it, where they don't have to sell any more players, unless, of course, a ridiculous bid comes in for a player they can't turn down. But just reading off that squad list, good luck to anyone coming up against them.
But let's be honest, Michael. West Ham had a lot better run than Leicester City were last season. Let's be honest, they were kind of running to the ground from the inside.
And I think Nuno still being there is a massive thing as well.
Yeah.
And bear in mind, West Ham weren't bad towards the back end of last season. They were 13th, I think, when just in 2026 alone. So they weren't.
It's that horrendous start that cost them, isn't it?
Yeah, they didn't go down. Yeah, they didn't go down with a whimper. Okay, they've still Fernandes and Somerville, who are two of their better players. But a lot of that group is still there. they're just gonna go again. I don't think they're gonna add like 10 new players into that squad. I think it's gonna be little by little. It's gonna add. It's sort of gradual. Keeping Nuno there is, I think, massive. Obviously, Jared Bowen staying is just like a cheat code automatically.
That's ridiculous.
He's probably going to get you 20 goals, 20 assists like that. That guy's just should not be in this division.
The continuity is a massive thing, though, isn't it?
Yeah. Agreed. Yeah, the continuity is there, and that's why they're already automatically above a Wolves and a Burnley who've had to change manager.
And plus, Nuno knows the Championship because in his first season in the Championship with Wolves, he only went and got them promoted and won the bloody league. So Nuno knows the Championship.
That's true. The only thing that I'm really worried about West Ham is the only team I can think of, like massive club, going straight back up and sort of walking the league was Newcastle. But when they come down, it's going to be everyone's cup final.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to think, right, London Stadium, this is our Wembley. This is us basically playing equivalent of Barcelona. We're going to go boss it. We've seen it many times before with Villa coming down. Leeds, we've had it before as well. Us going down to League One, you guys, Sunderland, both Championship and League One, no offence, Michael. It's everyone's cup final. They go there to win and just put everything behind it. I think a lot of that's going to happen to West Ham this season, and a lot of banana skins are going to come up for them. That's my concern.
The best teams will find a way to deal with that, though, won't they?
Yeah.
I'm going to make a bold prediction. So if you are a West Ham watching this, I'm not apologising. Even if West Ham win the Championship and they don't win it by, say, 103 points, it's a failure.
Yeah.
Like for me, they
don't finish 103 points ahead of the team in second. Oh, that's mathematically impossible.
No, what I mean is if they don't finish on 103 and above, it's a failure.
As long as they get promoted, I don't think they give a shit, frankly.
Exactly.
I was going to say they will not care as long as they go up.
Yeah,
true.
Exactly.
The purist in me, based on the squad they have, if they don't do it, fuck them.
Well, hold on a second. If you look at the season before that, when Leeds and Burnley went up with 100 points, and like I said, Burnley with being Burnley because they had the best, team that least conceded goals.
Best defense,
Best defense.
Yeah.
But the problem was that Leeds was a lot more attacking, and that got the job done to get over the 100 points barrier. And so in a way, I don't think West Ham would care enough as long as they finish at the top of the table. That's all they care about. If they finish in the playoffs, that could be chaos like what happened last time when they got relegated, when they were under Big Sam at the time. So,
but here's a question for Carl then. Right, if that season, instead of winning the league, say you got promoted and finished second, even though I would say you had the best all-round squad in the Championship that year, 24-25, would it have been viewed as a failure, or is it still got promoted, job was done?
The latter, the job was done. So, yeah. Got the job done. That was it. So,
out of interest, as a follow-up then, which team do you think, actually for everyone, which team do you think was better, Leeds 24-25, or as of right now, West Ham 26-27, at least on paper?
West Ham.
Well, Leeds didn't come down with. Well, they did come down with Somerville, but not Fernandez, Souček, Mavropanos, Wan-Bissaka, Ward-Prowse, Bowen. So probably West Ham.
It has to be West Ham from the entire quality basis.
Yeah, I would say.
So is this squad then? Sorry to interrupt, Reece. Is this the best squad on paper that's been in the Championship then?
No.
At the very least, for a very long time.
I think it's the best since Newcastle 15-16.
It's right up there.
Probably, yeah.
It's right up there. It's right up there.
Yeah. But in terms of quality-wise, I don't. You couldn't not say that. But
in terms of pedigree, no one touched it really.
Yeah.
The only teams I can think of that can compare to this are Leeds, Leicester, and Southampton in 23-24. And even none of them, I think, have the squad this lot do.
Are you talking purely?
Actually, maybe Leicester did. I don't know.
Is your question purely based on teams that were relegated or are already in the Championship, though?
No, teams that went down from the Premier League, so teams that are relegated.
What about? Actually, you know what? I would have said Wolves from the end of 2010s. Actually, their squad was actually considerably good. It's just They weren't really going to stay up now, were they?
Didn't they get
No.
relegated as well in one of the seasons?
They did. Yeah,
No, I was
had a
going to
big
say
gap.
they got
Yeah.
relegated twice in a row then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But they
the
were
only
a
team-
good squad though.
Yeah, the only team I can think of, I know they did stay quite a bit until the 2018-2019 was Aston Villa, because they should have had the squad.
If you look at the team they had when the year they went up, it was crazy minds.
Yeah,
Even Blackpool had a decent team when they went straight back down after they got promoted. They actually had a decent team as well.
they did.
I will say, out of the three, looking at it from a sort of a neutral point of view, West Ham are the more prepared to go straight back up. Wolves have obviously got a new manager in there. You know, Rob Edwards, to his credit, I don't think he did a particularly bad job at Wolves.
No,
Burnley, for me, are the ones that are in real trouble, because
Yeah, I agree.
bringing in a manager 3 weeks before the season starts, and the thing is, they've had a massive clear out, and I don't think that clear out's
It's not
ending.
done. No,
I honestly think you might see a few big names leave Burnley just now.
It's a great
During
point.
obviously this month, I honestly think Burnley are, out of the three, the least prepared to potentially go straight back up. I think West Ham and Wolves, for me, all right, Wolves have obviously got a new manager, but they've still got Jimenez, they've got Andre, like they've
Trippier as well.
Trippier as well.
Trippier.
Tell
They've
you
still
what goes
got a
against.
squad.
I tell you what goes against Burnley as well. They put all that money into Marcus Edwards, and let's be real, Marcus Edwards was very good at Sporting Lisbon. He's come into Burnley. They're expecting him to be a goal-scoring winger. That was not what he did at Sporting Lisbon. They've expected him to carry most of the goal threat, and he hasn't done it. I'm surprised he's still
In the
there.
Premier League, I agree.
The
Yeah.
biggest red flag that I get out of Burnley personally is the fact that the manager they brought in, he was like, what, 6th or 7th choice?
Nick
Bellamy
Ryan,
turned
Yeah.
him down.
he was
That's
linked,
the
he was
problem.
linked to the Celtic job most of last
Massive
season.
red flag.
Yeah.
To be
And I
fair,
think
that's not what I was expecting Reece to say. I was expecting him to say, the problem with Burnley is I think they're a stripper club and they're not going to go back up.
Now, that only applies when it's the
Well,
right time.
I'm going to disagree with you, because I think Burnley are now the proverbial yo-yo club.
See,
They're
the
what
reason why
Norwich
I-
used to
the
be,
reason
aren't
I
they?
didn't say it- The reason why I didn't say it is because the kings of the strippers are still Norwich. They still have that. But the annoying thing about it is, the reason why I'm not saying Burnley is because Leeds still have the manager who defines stripping.
Yeah,
And he's
but at
actually
least
done
that,
well.
at least,
So it
at
annoys
least
me.
that,
So that-
at least he proved that last season by keeping Leeds up. That's the difference. Now I think
which is
does that
annoying.
stripper later to him?
Then again, the true stripper manager, and the thing is, he bores everyone to death with his style of football.
And he's
is
like, what the
Scott
hell do we?
Parker.
And he's like, what does
Are we
this
talking
mean?
about strippers? What's
All
going
right,
on?
okay. So
Yo-yos.
Go on, Reece, context,
Back
quick.
yo-yos.
Stripper
All right,
clubs.
allow me to save your head. So I coined this phrase a couple of years ago. Stripper clubs is basically any club that will basically go up and down from the Premier
No, I
League
get
to
it.
the
I get
Championship
it.
and back through.
I get it.
it's-
But why have we moved
so-
away from yo-yos? Is my question.
Because yo-yos are important. Stripper clubs aren't important.
So are you going to change your tune if Norwich go up this season then?
No, because they'll go straight back down.
Announce Norwich going up and finishing 17th next season.
No, that won't happen.
You also,
Norwich-
I will
Norwich
keep
team.
mentioning this. You said Derby would get relegated.
Yeah, you're gonna
Um,
keep mentioning
yeah,
it for duration of the show.
Yeah, but here's
Yeah.
the thing. Here's the thing. And Nathan and Doug will defend me on this. When it comes to stripper clubs, I am never wrong.
That's
He is
correct.
right, to be fair.
Yeah.
So
That's
hold
correct.
that one.
So is that
Still
one
talking about
category where
Wolves.
you're not wrong?
No, I was right about
Just
Napoli
one
fans.
category.
No. I still own Napoli, and they are still hating me for it.
Oh, Napoli. What is this on 20 FC on what is it? Football Manager 2026 or something?
No. It was January 2023, 2024.
Also, Football Manager 2023-24.
No, this was real life. It was a random podcast. It was just a random podcast. Myself, Nathan, Doug were on it, and my exact words were: Napoli are going to absolutely batter Serie A, and then their manager is going to quit. Napoli fans saw that, and they still hate me for it. I had a couple of Napoli fans wishing death on me for saying it before it even happened. The worst thing is, though, 4 months later, Fabrizio Romano, Luciano Spalletti has left Napoli. And I'm like, I don't need to be Romano clouting off football clubs to say I was right. And Napoli fans hate me for it.
Okay,
I thought we were
well,
talking about
there.
Wolves.
That's just funny.
Okay, I'll tell you what then, right. But back to Doug's point, yes, I do think Wolves, no, not Wolves. See, there you go. And he's put that in my head now. Burnley are now starting to replace what Norwich used to be as the sort of yo-yo club that isn't good enough for the. Annie Laugh is setting me off here. Where I do think Wolves will. Well, it depends really on how. Now I'm going to get this manager name totally wrong here. Cesar Peixoto.
Yeah.
If I've got that right, then I'm proud of myself. Obviously, it's an unknown quantity. The saga there was the Rob Edwards stuff, which is kind of karma given what he did to Borough last season. So, yeah, that was quite funny. I must admit, I think Borough fans would agree with that. But I'm looking at, like, what is it? Is it Krikechi? They spent quite a lot of money on him from what I've
He
seen.
was on loan last
Jimenez
season.
and-
He was on loan last season.
An obligation.
Was there an obligation to buy then?
Yeah.
Obligation, yeah.
Oh, okay, so that's why they bought him.
He's been linked to the move straight back.
He's been linked with us in the past as well.
Yeah,
At
but
least
with-
as well,
but-
yeah.
Burnley have done it with
isn't it?
Burnley have done it with Florentino Luis, who's had an obligation, and they just sold him straight to Ipswich.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough then. But the two signings that impressed me, which are the obvious ones, are Raul Jimenez and Kieran Trippier. And I know there were talks about whether Kieran Trippier was going to stay because of the Rob Edwards stuff, but it looks like he hasn't cancelled his contract unless I've lived under a rock. If he hasn't, then that's two very superb signings on a free transfer. But like we've said, I think Mane's still there, isn't he? I'm pretty sure that he hasn't left yet. Adam Armstrong, which obviously is a big one. Obviously, João Gomez was sold to Aston Villa. But I still think Wolves have got a team that is good enough to, at the very least, finish high end in the playoffs. The problem but at the same time, when I was doing these predictions, sorry,
massive loss.
They do have a depleted squad from where I'm looking at it.
That is true, mind. That is true. The thing I would say though is when I was doing these predictions, I don't know if anyone else was doing it. When anyone who has done them, there's been a couple of big surprises there of where I think that there's a couple of non-parachute teams that I think could do really well, and I'm talking particularly likes of Middlesbrough. When you look at the money that they're spending, Norwich. Sorry, Reese's Stripper Club FC, basically. But Norwich, I think, will actually do quite well this season. Actually, he should be backing them here because of Mr. Philippe Clement, funnily enough. As we look at the run Clement.
No. Stuff that baldy, useless twat. You can't.
If you ask any Norwich fan, I think you'll be heavily outnumbered on that, mate.
Listen,
but there you go.
Listen, he would have beat Hibson there if he didn't have the Dirk McKinnis. Come on. You see.
Stefan, can you at least try to hide how happy you are, mate?
Let's not go there. Let's not go there.
This is Reese just talking himself into certain doc going, don't rise, don't swear, don't do anything you're going to regret later. Just shut up, Reese.
I'm perfectly calm.
Except the meme where it goes like the fire's around you. This is totally fine.
Yeah.
But the point I was getting at was, okay, well, here's a good question I've got for you then, right? So look at Middlesbrough and Norwich then. In fact, the three bet teams that are non-parachute teams that I think are the best equipped to challenge West Ham, Wolves, Burnley and Spygate FC. In case, if anyone who doesn't know that, of course, it's Southampton. The non-parachute clubs I've got finishing the highest at the minute are Middlesbrough, Norwich, and Stefan will love to hear this, Wrexham. They are the three that I'm looking...
Based on what?
Okay.
With regard to who?
I slightly disagree.
Yeah,
I agree with the first two. I think we all agree on the first two. Wrexham, on the other hand, are.
I think with Wrexham, if we're moving the conversation onto them, is there's a lot of traffic ahead of them. They've not really done much in the transfer window. I like Ben Whiteman, I like Danny Imre, I do. But I think there are other teams I've got above them where I'm looking at the transfer business and going, that's good, or they've got something really good going for them. And I think that Wrexham with the fact they hit.
To be clear,
Buffalo
Annie,
last
sorry to
season.
interrupt. I don't mean for top 2. I mean for playoffs.
Oh no, I get you, Michael. But in terms of non-parachute teams competing with a Wolves, a West Ham, or whatever, I think I've got Wrexham pretty high on the pack, but maybe just not quite as high up as a Middlesbrough or Norwich.
The thing is though, last year they brought in a lot of new players. Brought in a lot of new players last season. I just think this season the team knows that the team basically knows how to play now. They will basically gel a lot quicker as well. And I just think they are very, very prepared to, finally get on those players. They only missed out by goal difference basically last season.
Yeah.
My only concern is, and it continues to be with Wrexham, Phil Parkinson.
Correct.
That's the one thing that does concern me.
I have a feeling if it goes wrong this season, I think Wrexham make a change. Because I think those owners are definitely wanting Premier League football.
I'd go one step ahead of that. I reckon they'll sack him this season.
I have a different opinion. I don't think they will. I think they're such a loyal. The reason why I don't is I think Wrexham don't want to be that. I think they're too much on loyalty. I don't think they want to be that type of.
Because it's part of that brand, isn't it? It's that brand.
They want to be. They want it to be in unity and stand by each other and all that. And I just don't. I think the only way he loses Fox.
Reece, I get that totally, pal. But I did say last season if things went belly up, it was time for a change. And
at which club though?
Wrexham.
Not Hibs.
No.
I'm only kidding.
Although there still could be time for a change, but that's for a different show.
But Wrexham are a question,
But I agree with Nathan and Doug that if things go belly up this season, and yes, you can count it as pre-season, the first round of the EFL Cup, whatever. Both teams looked as rusty as each other, and it was just a totally freaky Will Lancashire goal that got Middlesbrough the win. But
he's a good player.
If things continue to go in that vein when you have quite a bit of the ball away from home and you can't convert chances, if things continue to go like that, then it's been a hell of a 5-year ride with Parkinson, but I think it'll be over.
I have to commend Middlesbrough, by the way, Lancashire, getting him as well,
that's
talent-wise,
he's got a cracking goal as well.
Yeah, it was actually.
Well, before we move on to Middlesbrough, I want to ask Reece then, if he disagrees with me on Wrexham, where do you see them finishing then?
I would say between the playoffs is now down to what again?
Eighth, yeah.
Yeah, which I already think is absolutely stupid in the first place. I think I would say 10th.
Oh, Rishi boy, well...
See, I disagree. I think that's too low for the team they've got.
Same as me.
I've not got them in 10th.
Right, let me just read out the name. Let me just read out the names they've got here, and tell me after hearing all these why this Wrexham team should not be at least competing for the lower end of the playoffs. So what was it? Imre and Whiteman they've signed, Kiefer Moore, Nathan Broadband, if you know the joke, you know. Yeah. Callum Doyle, Josh Windass, Ben Sheaf, George Dobson, Ollie Rathbone, Lewis O'Brien, Ryan Hardy.
Well,
Arthur Okonkwo as well. For me, that is a team there is the core there that should be challenging for the top 6, and I think if they don't, then I think that's disappointing.
Well, I agree with that. I agree with that. But there's 3 of them. Hold on, let me 2 seconds on this one, Stefan. I agree they should be challenging, but you've already named 3 disappointments. One of them is Kiefer Moore.
Cartles.
The other one is Broadband because he won't be connected, and the other one because I actually know him is Ryan Hardy. I actually know him, and he's a cunt.
Out of those 3 you mentioned, Reece, let's be honest, who scored last season? Kiefer Moore scored goals. Broadband scored goals. Ryan Hardy never got a game because he was rubbish, let's be honest.
The thing I will say about Kiefer Moore, though, I genuinely think he's hit his ceiling. He's pretty much a mid-table championship striker for me. He gets goals when he needs them. But look at exactly. A's 31 or in that region, and B, look what happens. Look at what happened with Bournemouth. Not taken into the Premier League. Sheffield United look at what's happened there. Over to Wrexham, bang average.
That's Michael. Remember the pass that he gave to you guys, and he gave you the winner.
I'm trying hard not to mention that. I don't know what you're talking about, mate. No, but I would say if you look at his record last season, from what I can see, is 11 goals in 39 games. I don't think that's shit by any stretch of the imagination. That is better than 1 goal in every 4 games.
Funny that.
And by the way, and if you want to look at an individual game, he scored a hat-trick against the runaway championship winners in the end. I disagree. I think Kiefer Moore's still got enough about him at championship level myself.
I think the problem is what you've just said, though. Like, that key statistic is really important. 1 goal in every 4 games.
Yeah.
The amount of games you have to win the championship, that needs to be 1 and 2. Like, it's not going to happen, but he needs to be a 1 and 2 striker if they actually want to.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. There's not always a lot of 20-plus goal strikers these days.
No,
bearing in mind as well, he scored over 20 for us when our team was absolutely diabolical.
I agree, but the reason why I'm saying he needs to be that is because I look at Wrexham in general. They are going to be so reliant on defensive numbers to an extent. They're going to have somebody who will score a shitload of goals. He will have to be 20-25.
Shout out to Paul Heckenbottom, by the way, for calling out Whiteman and basically Preston's captain for basically
I got to hear this.
eyeing up a move. I thought that was fantastic because you shouldn't do that. You should not do that. If you are baying for the move, you are the Preston captain. You are baying for the move. Your manager basically comes in and say, "Oh, you shouldn't be doing that. Should not be doing that." Fair play to Paul Heckenbottom, even though I don't rate you. Fair play for that because I thought that was fantastic.
I love how you
that
said
would be the
fair
single
play.
good thing he does this season, Paul Heckenbottom, before he gets sacked.
I just love the fact. I just love the fact that the Doug went. I don't rate him, but fair play to him.
So, please,
It's like,
Reese, let's be honest here. Where are you putting Wrexham this season? Because I'll tell you where I've
I
got
just
them.
said. I
in
said
my
10th.
prediction.
To be fair, he did say around about 10th, I think.
Not,
I'm not
not
giving
a
away.
chance.
I'm not
giving away mine yet, but all I'm just going to say is,
that
I'm just going to say that I looked up the last season. Now, granted, there was a few Coventry players that hit double figures, but Haji Wright's goals, for example, got 17, which is only 6 more than what Kiefer Moore got. Ellis Sims got 13. So, to be fair, unless you are relying literally on Kiefer Moore, then yes, I agree, he needs to hit 20-25. But if you've got a fair few players that can hit double figures, I don't think you need to rely on one player.
Yeah,
And it's better if you don't rely on one player.
Because
I don't disagree.
they've got a Keith
Only-
Moore, they've got Sam Smith, they've got Nathan Broadhead, they've got Ollie Rathbone,
Josh
they've got
Windass
goals
as
for
well.
them. Josh Windass scored
Always
a
scores
shit
goals
ton of
for
goals
Southend
last
as well,
season.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So they've got-
all of them are capable of double figures, in my opinion.
and
Yeah, he's the
they'll
only
probably
player in that team.
sign someone in that forward region. They always
The
do.
only
Yeah,
thing for
but-
me that stops me putting Wrexham higher is Phil Parkinson. And that's it. But I think they'll make the playoffs.
He's the only player in that team I actually rate.
best
And that's
keeper in the
Josh Windass.
championship for me.
Oh, hands down. That's what annoys me even more.
Well, you're on about Wrexham making signings. We're starting to make moves in the transfer market. No surprise.
Well, have you signed a sponsorship with Marvel now?
Is one of them Anthony Patterson? Because I keep hearing rumours that Patterson.
That rumor has been going on for months and months.
That's going to rumble on till the end of the window, I think.
Yeah.
Apparently, and I think this could go to Deadline Day for our Deadline Day special. Apparently, the rumour is a Conco is going to make way for a new signing. Now, we are sticking a valuation of around
Stefan.
4 million on a Conco.
I don't
And
like that.
they're looking to bring in Anthony Patterson, I think, for the Conco.
Does that mean you start with Danny Ward at the for the season?
Yeah, that's a
Well,
big one.
The thing is,
Good thing that Stefan Ant's not here.
Phil Parkinson was asked about this the other day, and to be quite honest, nobody knows who's going to start and go because Phil doesn't know.
That's a good point. I mean, that's why
I
you're
would
getting high
be-
enough.
I would be very worried if Danny Ward starts the season.
So would
Well,
I.
they do have Callum Burton as the third goal. When you, that's the thing. Because
Just on Parkinson really quickly. Sorry. They've had one season where they've Stagnated's not fair at all, but they haven't got promoted. If
Yeah.
they miss the playoffs, I think they're going to do what Chris Davis did at Birmingham, where fan pressure will increase probably if they aren't in a promotion conversation. And Birmingham were really sort of nowhere, no man's land, sort of bottom half, but just back in the last season. I think if Wrexham are in a similar position, I think that might be it. I think he's got the loyalty, he's got the credit in the bank with all those promotions and all that time he's been there.
He's got this season, I think.
Yeah, definitely. I think so. But if they miss the playoffs and if they don't really look like a promotion chasing side, then I think that'll be it.
But here's the question though. When you look at Wrexham, if for some reason Parkey does go, who do they actually get? Because when you look at Wrexham, like they'll want certain criteria. Like they'll want somebody who'll appease the fans. They'll want somebody who will get on with it. But also, they want someone that they can stick to their whole credibility. Wrexham have built a brand on loyalty, even to their oldest players. Like they've got players who are in their mid-30s. They're so loyal, and that isn't helpful.
Well, what I would say is when Rob and Ryan bought Wrexham back in 2020, but it was actually announced in 2021, they bought Wrexham for around £2 million. Now, to buy a club for £2 million is sweetie money, let's be honest. Value of Wrexham now is around £450 million. Now, you think they're very ambitious owners. We tried to bring in Christian Eriksen last season. It wasn't a fluke. It did appear on everybody's favourite news channel in the UK. That's how you knew it was a genuine story. They've been linked with the likes of Jefferson this year. They've been linked with players from Serie A. Now, you think because of that ambition, if Parkey does go, Robin Ryan's going to want a big name in that dugout. Let's be honest, a big name in that dugout. And they'll try everything to get that big name in that dugout, whoever it may be.
I suppose there's only one man for the job.
Actually, no, I know what's coming here.
Come on, I know exactly who you're going to say because you've said that enough time to Cal all last season, so now it's your turn to say it.
You
to
sure?
me. Come on.
I think the only man for the job for Wrexham is Wilfred Nancy.
Whoa. We're going to see Steve Clark.
That's reserved for Carl.
I'm actually going to say this. I wonder if they go down the basically they get rid of Parkey. I wonder if they maybe look for sort of a countryman as a manager potentially. That's my main worry. Is basically like, you know, Parkey's obviously had the loyalty, but do they go for a countryman or do they look sort of
I don't think so.
abroad?
Not under with Sean Harvey. Sean Harvey knows, especially being he's part of that board, he's not going to go for countryman. It's going to fail rapidly, and he knows that. And I think deep down,
and of course they've got Newcastle's
Steve Nixon joining
joining that season as well. So
the recruitment, that's a really good appointment.
He was linked with all sorts of championship clubs, wasn't he? West Ham and Birmingham as well. So that's a real coup.
Here's the thing: if they did go down the countryman route, I think that's a fair point, Doug. If they were to go down the countryman route, there's only one or two managers. Like one of them is already their national team coach, which will send Nathan over the edge anyway.
He won't go to Wrexham. No way. If he turns down Burnley, he won't go to Wrexham.
I'd say maybe semi-decent, but nobody's really seen him coach in years. Although, to be fair, is he Welsh? I mean, I don't really pay attention to people's nationalities these days. I suppose they could try and tempt Chris Coleman for a joke.
Steve Cooper?
No.
I don't think he'd go because he's already turned us down.
Cooper or Coleman?
Cooper, because he wanted to go to a bigger club at the time in the Premier League.
He did, yeah.
So
it'll be interesting.
True, but you look at Wrexham's ambition, though. I wouldn't be surprised if he did consider it, though.
Yeah.
And you've got to think about the style of play. I can't believe we're having this conversation, by the way. You've got to think about the style of play from Parkinson, who's been there, 6 years?
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah. 5, 6 years.
Yeah.
It's been there a long time, so you can't just rip all that up and hire a possession-based manager who's going to play forward.
No,
the
you've got to
back.
have someone with continuity, don't you, from one
Yeah.
place to make sure the playing style's seamless, really.
Dom Hyam and Zach Vine are split centre backs.
No, I imagine that.
No, it's not going to happen.
The thing I would say about what Annie said before, though, I think one of the reasons I think they'll finish in the playoffs, though, is because I look at the teams around them and I'm thinking, like, with the exception of the parachute sides and Borough and Norwich, right? Who can people name around that's better than Wrexham? The only one I could maybe think of is Millwall because of Alex Neil. But the rest of them, I'm not convinced there's anyone that's really standing out to me as better.
He should be the next Scotland manager, in my opinion.
Can I reveal what I've got? I've put it out on YouTube anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, go on then. Reveal it for the second time then.
I've got Birmingham above them, and I've got Derby above them, and I just think
This ain't going to end well.
And with Derby, I think it's John Eustace.
Yeah.
Great manager, unbelievable manager. And
Their
Birmingham
front line is nuts as well, Derby, to be fair. I mean, Schmodix. It's ridiculous.
Yes,
How do you have so many
insane.
powerful strikers? It's crazy with them.
And getting Bobby Clark for £6 million from Sobers,
Yeah.
that's a good deal.
Carlton Morris still there as well.
But Bobby Clark just adds an extra layer of something
Quality.
different. He can play 6, he can play 8, he can play 10, he can play on the right, he can play on the left, he can
He
play
doesn't
literally.
boast.
He can play literally anywhere, and he allows a Lewis Travis to play a little bit deeper to tuck into that back three if needed. Because if you play a Travis and an Oscar Fraulo, you can't really do that because they're quite similar. If you play a Travis and a Clark, you allow more of a attacking minded setup. So I love the signing of Bobby Clark. Sammy Smodic is just known quantity to John Eustace. They're probably going to not sign another striker with Agumang's injury and whatnot. And
also getting Charlie Taylor from Southampton free is a really good deal with his experience as well, actually, and that back four as well, so which is a good deal. Like I said, Smodic's option to buy as well if they're promoted. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'll maybe agree on Derby.
Yeah, I agree.
Just from Smodic in the sense of it, he's playing for a better club at least, because I don't know how he stayed at Blackburn for so long. He deserves so much better than that lot.
with Birmingham, Michael, I know you're going to chip in on them for a second. I think with the fact they've kept Chris Davis, which I didn't expect them to do over the summer, to be honest.
It was
they've
50-50, wasn't it, Annie? Because we talked about his future in the last season, didn't we? So
if it was 50-50, he needs to start well then, doesn't he?
I think the fact they made so many signings in the last summer and in the winter, and they've just pretty much gone, you know what, go with it, just try and get the best out of it. I think the addition of Dale Fry is obviously a fantastic one.
I agree with that one.
Bringing back James Beadle, getting for another season on loan.
You know what? I don't totally mind that one. I know people don't rate him highly, but that continuity's there. That style of play is there. He's been there a year. Just chuck him and go with it again. I think Birmingham will actually live up to some of the quality they have in their squad. We saw it in flashes. I think they'll be strong. I think the fact it's gone up down to 8 as well, playoffs. I think they could be a real good shout for that.
They're coming in with great confidence. I mean, I do not care about pre-season for anything in general, but they'll have so much confidence after how they absolutely humiliated Barcelona.
Yeah,
the score says 2-2, but
they won 3-2
were the better team.
penalties.
Exactly, like, they were by far the better team to watch, which is hilarious. But it's pre-season, but like that will give them so much confidence.
And I think they need to, like I said, the players that they signed last season, Kyogo is now gone. He's now gone to LA Galaxy. And it was a waste of money. They spent nearly a lot of money for him as well, and he couldn't even. He would have scored one goal.
No,
I am surprised that one failed. I am so surprised that one failed. Like, he's such a quality player.
I agree.
Haunted me for years, but he's just good quality. I'm genuinely surprised that one failed.
I remember watching when Birmingham played Ipswich at the start of last season, the first game, funny enough, and he absolutely tortured Ipswich all night. And I'm thinking, this guy looks all right. He looks like one of the better. He could be one of the better signings. So for it not to have worked out, if you told me then that night, I absolutely wouldn't. I would have shook my head at the prospect of it. I think my tip on Birmingham is I do wonder, will the expectation get to them too much a little bit? And I've said this before. One of the reasons I think Wrexham will do better than Birmingham is because I think there's more harmony at Wrexham at the minute compared to Birmingham. I'm not saying there's like toxicity at Birmingham or anything like that, but as Andy said himself, Chris Davis would have certainly under-delivered last season compared to what was expected for a lot of them for the squad quality that they have. But I just think there's too much upward momentum going on at Wrexham, and even if you look at last season, they were in the playoff hunt right till the very end as a promoted club.
Yeah.
So that to me is why I just think I agree with Andy's shout on Derby, and I'll spoil it. Derby's in my playoffs as well. I think John Eustace is a big reason why, but I think apart from Derby and Millwall, possibly, I'm not convinced I can see anyone who I can say is better than Wrexham.
You know, the thing is, you are convincing me. That really bugs me. You are convincing me. Like, I think based on the fact you said about unity, I look at that's another thing as well. It's such a massive schedule as well. You got to play like so many games. Keeping a squad happy, especially for that level, it's going to be for them if they can.
It's
do
huge.
That, who knows?
It counts for a lot more than what people think it does. And I think what's another thing as well, I think if you look at the result on Friday night against Middlesbrough, is anyone really going to care about that? I don't think. I mean, did Wrexham really put out their full strength team for that? I'm not so convinced they would have done. So I think I don't think, like I said, I don't think they'll be as high as, like, take out all the parachute teams. I think Middlesbrough and Norwich will be ahead of Wrexham. I think both of them will absolutely. I think Wrexham. I'll say it now. Wrexham for me, I've put 7. I think Middlesbrough, Norwich, and the parachute clubs will. Yeah. Oh, there you go. At least someone agrees with us on position, so that's all right. But yeah, I think Middlesbrough, Norwich, and the parachute teams will be above Wrexham. But but I'd be very surprised if Wrexham are not in the top 8 at the end of the season. Will they go up? I'm not so convinced at the minute, because of the traffic ahead of them. But and I know I've just crushed Stefan's heart saying that for him, unfortunately. I love Stefan's not so much subtlety. I've not missed it in the slightest. But I do have the belief that Wrexham will get into the playoffs. And if I'm convincing Reese on this, then I think I've done something. If I'm starting to convince Reese, I think I've done something right. So, Stefan, 2 words. You're welcome.
I mean, I've got a couple other ones, but they're not helpful.
Michael.
Can I just quickly nip this in the bud before we continue so I can end this joke? Reese, you haven't got Derby going down this season, have you?
No, I've got someone far better than that.
Oh, thank God for that.
All right, then.
Thank God for that, yeah. Jeez.
I'll tell you now.
West Ham.
I've got
West Ham down to League One.
I've got my predictions ready to go as well.
I am on the side of righteousness, so I have Lincoln City to survive.
Right, fair.
Joe, for them, I hope they do. I'm not sure I see it, but I hope.
I am on the path to righteousness.
Were you going to talk about the League One sides then, Carl?
Yeah, absolutely. We should get onto the League One side.
Go on then. Let's get the promoted sides.
Well, let's start off with Nathan and Cardiff. And Nathan, you're back up after an absence away from the Championship, after all the turmoil with the ownership, and somehow you kind of bossed the League One last season in a way. To quite honestly, yeah.
The one thing I will say, we did have the odd scare from time to time, and like losing 1-0 at home to Burton on a Tuesday night is never nice. I know this man appears experienced that a couple of times as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely, and it sucks.
It absolutely does. But
at least it wasn't Grimsby.
Yeah, that's true. Ultimately, the way you look at it, record points or 93 points, and we still didn't win the league. Comfortable getting promoted as well. I mean, only Lincoln above us, who were just absolutely ridiculous second half of the season. So I'll take every bit of it. We've kept a manager for a whole season. Vincent's hand got the right side of the bed every day. So, yeah, as far as I'm concerned, it's a success. And, I mean, if we keep this model moving forward, then we should have good things to come.
Yeah, absolutely.
Reese is right.
And what do you say expectation? Because with your own business still there, I know there was talks last season. Was he going to go? Was he sell? But what's the situation now for this season? What the expectations for Cardiff this season?
So a lot of it is just to stay in the league, but considering some of the teams we beat last season, in particular the cup competitions, and also the value and what we have with the young players as well, for me, it's either a playoff push or mid-table push for me. Like, I know I'm going to spoil it now. In my predictions, I've actually got us in playoffs. I know a lot of people may think that's mental with the lack of transfer activity that we've done, but we've got this new model. Ultimately, it works for us before. We always do our business last minute because at the end of the day, let's try and bed in these young players. If they're good enough, they're in the side, and we'll get sort of squad players in. If we need something desperately, then we'll spend a few quid to get it. All of this, the transfer policy's completely changed, so we're no longer wasting money on stupidity like Gary Medine and any just like Rocco Simic, where he's now playing in the under-21s, which, not even joking, we drive into the game, they had the under-21s on the athletics pitch, you had Rocco Simic and also Keona Tete there, valued at 4 million each.
That's insane, that though, because I'm pretty sure that when you got him, we were linked with him at the time when we just sold Jack Clark, and I can't quite believe that. Can't quite believe how that's happened.
But at the end of the day,
ask me, Nathan, you mind asking someone then? Do you reckon that you guys will wait to the end of the window to do your business? Because this is when, and I hate using this phrase here, but it is a food chain thing. Yeah. It's when the Premier League clubs have got their squad sorted that the squad players for Prem clubs that will suddenly become available can transform Championship sides. Is that the calibre of player you could see Cardiff going for at the end of the window?
I mean, we did it last season. So first game of the year, we had, who was it? Matt Turner, never had played a professional game in his life. Dylan Lawler, 1 appearance. And just loads of these youngsters coming through. Joel Colwell, who's never played in the Championship. He's only ever played in League 1 and 2. Jeez. Did that in the Preston game, turned them over 2-1, and we were the better team for the whole of it. We bring Nathan Trott in, who was in the Champions League the season prior. Now he signed him for $1 million. We also got Amari Kellyman on loan from Chelsea. He was one of the best players for us last season as well. So I think the same is going to happen. I mean, we were chasing Hetro Dahl. I think the max we put in was 8 million. He ended up going to 10 million to Hull. Priced at Rangers very quick as well, which
I can tell you exactly how much you put in because I'm sick of the fraudulence that is your football club. So I can tell you exactly what your final offer was. Your final offer was 8.3 million.
Which, if you told me that 2 seasons ago under Vincent Tan and put us in managed decline, I'd think you're clinically insane.
Even though I've been right about your club's finances for how many years?
Forever, mate. Ever since I've known you.
Nathan, all you've got to do is look at Reese's background and say, this is the way, though.
Exactly.
But I mean,
to be fair, I can see 4 signings coming in for Cardiff by the end of the window. I can see 4 coming in.
Yeah, that's what I feel as well, to be honest.
Can I ask Nathan a question quickly? Nathan, do you think this is because I compare you guys to Bolton, and I think Bolton are basically just going to rep up their squad and start again.
Yeah.
But whereas I think Cardiff are just going to go with, you mentioned a Lawler, a Colwell, a Nathan Trott, and just go with that. And instead of signing 5 or 6 players for a few million each, you sign 2 or 3 for 4, 5, 6 million each.
Because realistically, that's all we need. I know Lawler's out injured at the moment, but he's been linked with Bayern Munich, West Ham. So a lot of these players, there's a lot of value weighing behind them. And for me, they're just going to get better and better. Bearing in mind, Swindon the other day, we had a 15-year-old on the bench. We just sold Axel Donkcho for just under $1 million with loads of add-ons to Arsenal, 16 years old. You got Tankovic coming through, 16. I sound like Will from the In-Betweeners. Paul Moreno, 16, getting into the first team. I mean, the academy's just like a conveyor belt at the moment. And if we can get that winger in, if we can get used to Salek scoring, I think he'll probably get 15 goals. I know I sound overconfident, but ultimately, we're in a good position at the minute.
I can just hear Cardiff at the end of the transfer window.
For the sake of it.
I can just hear Cardiff fans at the end of the transfer window completed, mate.
To be honest, that's what it's going to be.
I don't like saying it, but I really like Cardiff this season. I think they're proper. I think playoffs might be a bit far, but I'm not completely disregarding it, which I don't like me saying.
I think he's just
It's not totally unheard of that a team comes up and gets in the playoffs in their first year back, is it?
No, unlike Buddy Ipswich, Michael, for example.
Ipswich was it was the main example I was thinking of. Totally not referring to us at all.
Even Norwich and Southampton, they were ridiculous ones as well.
I remember.
Both finished second in the league, straight up.
I think for you guys, though, if you are, I actually don't think that's over the top prediction. Actually, I've got Cardiff. I can say it comfortably. I don't care. I've got Cardiff finishing 6th in the Championship. I actually think Cardiff will surprise people. I think the only thing for you is these are lacking maybe another 2 defenders of experience, like an additional experience. I would say maybe an our midfielder and then a striker. But apart from that, I think these are fine.
Yeah, I think the most priority for us is get that experienced winger in. I know we got Kean Ashford, who's playing in the middle at the moment, covering Cole, who's injured, but
Gassama's available. You can have him.
Exactly. But I mean, as long as we get a number 6, that's the most important for me, because you've got a lot of attacking-minded midfielders. Like we've released Ryan Winsell, which that's a statement of intent because he was player of the season last year. And now he's back at MK Dons, which is a coup in itself. But if we get that number 6 in, get that winger in, and get a cover left back, I think we're set, to be honest.
Is it a fair assumption to think for us guys to make that we think that Cardiff will be the best of the promoted clubs? Probably by some way.
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah. Absolutely. So I do agree with that as well. And I was going to looking at the other teams now. And I'm going to leave Lincoln last, actually, and speak about Bolton. Doug Rees, they've made 2 signings from Scotland with David Watson and Ben Davis coming in from both Killie and Rangers. Again, like what we just said, they tend to rip up their squad at Bolton, and I just worried. They're just lacking something, especially the experience that they have to deal with.
I think Doug might agree with me on this one, but like from the Rangers' perspective, anyway, like Ben Davies, he wasn't particularly great in his last couple of years, and he just got farmed out on loan.
Yeah.
So I feel like
I will say though that one of their very best signings for me, and he was arguably one of the best players in the Scottish Premiership last season, Lucas Stevenson from us.
Yeah, good player, solid.
I think he's a really solid player. I think
Watson,
he will. It is a big ask, but I think the one thing for me that the only reason Bolton will stay in this league is probably because of Steven Schumacher. And I think when you look at
very good manager,
Bolton have been in the doldrums. They've been up, they've been down. But I think what's really, really interesting for me is the Reebok, or whatever it's called now.
The tough sheet.
The tough sheet.
Yeah.
And that's not us making it up, by the way. It is actually called the Tough Sheet Community Stadium, as in sheet of paper. Just to make it clear.
I mean, I respect that. Like in terms of stadium,
of course you do.
I think that the manager will get them through, and also the fans will get them through, because I don't think going to the Reebok is going to be a very easy place to go to this season.
Have you seen their first game, Doug? Preston at home.
Oh,
I think
that's tasty.
I think with Bolton, pretty much straight after the playoff final, Steven Schumacher was already talking about needing a lot of signings in the summer to go and improve the squad, and I don't think he was being unreasonable either. Bolton have done a little bit, but they probably still need 5, maybe even 6 more signings to fully pep that squad up. I like some of the signings they've made so far. Akin Famwo is a good signing. That guy is a left-footed centre back, can play left back as well, so he can fill in a couple of positions. Championship ready as well. So I don't mind the business so far. They need more though. It needs to be high volume because they let go of a lot of experienced players. George Johnston was their captain last season, wasn't he?
Yeah.
So they need more Bolton if they're to
bring
a chance. But I agree with what I think it's Doug who said about Steven Schumacher. If Bolton are going to stay up, Steven Schumacher is going to be the mastermind behind it, because
I agree with that.
He had Plymouth in such a good position when he left for Stoke. Then he had the Stoke curse, and then tactically did his way through the playoffs. That Bradford second leg was outstanding. So it'll be Steven Schumacher who'll be the big reason if Bolton stay up.
Can I add something to that though? Sorry, Annie, I'll just add as well that when he left Stoke, a number of their fans were disappointed about him leaving, by the way.
Yeah, that
I
was
remember
weird,
seeing the reaction the reaction from Stoke fans, which, considering the dross they've put up with, I think says quite a bit that Steven Schumacher was actually doing better than what was probably expected. So I think for Bolton to get him in League One was a coup, and I agree with you. I think if they stay up, it's going to be he'll be a huge reason.
Anyone want to guess who Stoke replaced Steven Schumacher with? Anyone remember his name?
Oh, I remember, but he was terrible. I'm trying to remember what it was.
Oh God, yeah.
Narcis Pelac.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Wasn't his last game when they lost at home to Leeds just after Christmas? I'm pretty sure it was. He lasted until I think the end of the year, and then they sacked him
Sounds about right.
when they were pretty much on the verge
of
of getting relegated.
Yeah.
I will say though, what impresses me about Bolton, though, like the Watson signing, really does impress me. Like in the middle of the park as well, he's a really good midfielder. That's an impressive sign. Like I did not expect that as well.
I don't know whether they'll play Stevenson, but he was arguably like sort of a left wing back for Dundee United, and obviously
But he
Taz
can
Fanning
play
is a
either.
left
He can play
midfielder.
right as well, so he can play either side and the defense midfielder as well, can't he? Because he did play a lot of games last season, which I totally remember over the last 2 years.
He is very, very solid, and
Yeah.
I think a lot was said when he went to Dundee United from Liverpool that people were saying, "Oh, he won't get much game time." I think he got towards, I think it was about 102 games for Dundee United. That is not a bad loan spell, to say the very, very least.
Yeah,
I think Bolton have lost Jordan Asai-Tutu as well, so he was their starting right back. So I think he'll slot into that position.
To be fair, with what I've seen of Asai-Tutu in the years, that's probably an upgrade getting rid of him. To be fair,
He was at Cardiff, wasn't it? So.
He was, yeah. He's not championship quality for me.
They've signed, and I'm going to get this name horribly wrong, Gaisca Larrazabal from Casapia in Portugal, who looks
he's dreadful.
Quite highly.
He's dreadful.
He looks quite highly rated, so he might be their starting.
Not by Reece, clearly.
I watched him last season, and he is dreadful.
Well, I'm looking.
The one thing I would say for Bolton that does concern me, because I'm not, if I'm honest at the minute, I've got them going down, and the reason I didn't originally, but I'm looking at all the other teams around them, and of who I think could be around them, and I'm not sure they're going to be having enough to be stronger than them. But the biggest court they have is Steven Schumacher. That's the only thing for me that is a concern. And have they got? What was it, Annie? You said you feel they need another pretty much 5 or 6 good signings to be able to try and make this.
Steven Schumacher said that, not me.
Oh, Steven Schumacher. Okay, right.
Yeah.
But if that's the case, have they got the financial power to do that? Unless they're going to be all on loan.
Probably. They were quite financially gun-ho in League One, so I wouldn't be surprised if they went for it.
Plus, as well, a few reports that they could be getting a consortium takeover as well. From, I think it's like an American consortium. So
I really hope that I'm wrong on this, by the way, because I want Bolton for me are a club that absolutely belong at this level and do not belong anywhere near League One or League Two. So I really want to see them become a mainstay at the minute. But obviously, again, the next 3 weeks go some way to deciding it. The teams that when I was looking at the teams who I thought could pretty much be in and around them, I was thinking, could Charlton have second season syndrome? But with Nathan Jones, I'm not so sure it's going to happen. I'm looking at who else is down, who could be likely to be down there. Well, okay, we're saying Cardiff just for argument's sake of being a promoted club, but I think Cardiff will be better than that by some way. You're looking at that's the problem then. Preston, they've got Paul Heckenbottom, Portsmouth. Obviously, have they still got John Mousinho, or has he left them? I thought he was still there. Stoke weren't going to be down there because they'll always be 16th. Watford will probably sack their manager 3 times in a season. So I'm looking at who can I see them finishing above. I find it harder to call the relegation. I find it harder to call the relegation slots this year than I did last year. Put it that way.
I just think with the fact that they've obviously got Steven Schumacher and they've obviously got their fans behind them, I just think that 12th man at the Reebok. Sorry, I keep calling it a Reebok.
No, it's fine. Go.
It's for oldies' sake.
What could help them, actually, on Doug's point, though, what could help them is the fact they haven't been in the Championship for a good few years. And I think that will be a cauldron of noise because of that.
Yeah.
It's actually mad. It's actually mad they've been away from the Premier League for about 9 years. That's crazy.
It's been longer than that. It's been like 14 years. It was 2012 they got relegated from the Premier League.
Yeah.
Well, it was 2012, I thought.
Yeah,
so 14 years they've been out of the Prem.
14 years, yeah. They're a club that probably are, old school Premier League. And it was good. Yeah. Obviously, it would be lovely to see them back at some point, but that's probably not going to happen in the slightest. But I think the way that Yeah, I just think that the way they played last season, obviously, I watched that playoff final. They were excellent against Stockport. I think everyone kind of expected Stockport.
Yeah,
to
they
win
battered
that.
We
them,
all
didn't
did,
they?
yeah. We all expected to stop up, but bloody hell, Bolton, yeah.
But fair play to Stephen Schumacher, and also I like the fact that he's a Scouser, so I will be willing them on.
Shocking.
Actually, on that point, Stephen Schumacher loved a Plymouth loan. Was that Ryan Lowe? I think Ryan Lowe might have loved the Liverpool or Everton loan. I think
Yeah.
Stephen Schumacher, the location and the geography might work in his favour if he wants a Everton
Great
youngster,
deals
Liverpool
from
youngster.
Merseyside. Yeah, it does actually. Good
Yeah.
location. Yeah.
Compared to Plymouth.
Well, they got Lucas Stevenson
yeah.
from Liverpool, so yeah.
Yeah.
The big concern I also have in their squad, is the goalkeeping department. Jack Bonham's experienced and having a good goalkeeper down near the bottom is so underrated. It is so
Yeah, it's
vitally
massive.
important.
Yeah.
And having Jack Bonham in there, who second fiddle at Stoke, I'm not convinced. And they've got quite a few goalkeepers. I wouldn't be surprised if there's around with it. And I'd be a bit concerned if that was their starting goalkeeper and Jack Bonham.
See, that's a great point, because this is another thing about clubs in that department. This is what really annoys about football. Every single football team now wants to play with ball out the back, and I'm like, can we just stop? It's so pathetic. And there's some clubs that don't suit it, and they're definitely not one of them. Like, I want them just to make effort of going long, being direct in the league, where use the effort and the physicality they've got, get the ball into the middle of the park. Like we say, we talk about the players have signed. Like David Watson's one of the best under pressure midfielders in Scotland.
Yeah, he
And
was.
now they'll benefit really well with him under pressure with the ball. But if I genuinely see Bolton playing out from the back, I will have them finishing bottom of the league. Because that is not how you want to do well in this
I
division.
don't think Schumacher will have them doing that.
No,
I hope
no.
not. I hope he doesn't.
I think they'll be fast and get the ball down the line. And just
Yeah,
Well,
Quite direct, I would imagine, which isn't a bad thing, by the way. Play to your strengths, because that's the way you're going to stay up.
Well, no, being funny, we've seen what happened when the goalie played out from the back today in a Scottish Premier League game. It cost him a goal.
Oh, it was like the Killie Celtic game, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
ex-Livy
I'm
goalkeeper Matt Striak.
I'm baffled by goalies playing from the back as well. I hate it.
It's I get it. The Spanish love it. Just let it just be a Spanish thing. They're the only ones that do it well. Everyone else, well, unless your name's Manuel Neuer in your prime, but like anyone else, they can't do it, and it's ridiculous, and it's become such a norm. And I'm like, let's just not do it. I like
Blame Pep Guardiola for that.
Can I just say on Lincoln?
Yeah.
I am not a fan of cohabiting managers.
No, and I was going to come on to that, Doug, especially.
Never works.
Yeah.
They have a cohabiting manager.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, because since now Michael Schoolbauer is now at Bristol City, they now have joint head coaches of Chris Curry and Tom Shaw. It's just
who did they?
That's fine, Annie. Just openly show how happy you are.
Out of curiosity, who did they think they are? Like Liverpool from '99, 2000 with two managers. We saw how that went.
We saw it at Hearts. We saw it at Hearts.
Did the same as well too. Yeah.
We saw it at Hearts with Stephen Naismith
bad.
and Frankie McAvoy. That had never worked.
Frankie McAvoy.
Do you remember? Do you remember Carl and Reese? I think the thing is, you look at what happened with that, and 1 week it was Stephen Naismith's manager.
Yeah, I remember it was oh god.
Manager.
It was confusing. So it was due to the UEFA rules, wasn't it? And I remember it so well because Stephen Mason did not have the badge to do it. And Stefan will be back also. Stephen Mason did not have the badge, so Frankie McAvoy had to become the head coach for the European run, and that was such a huge mess. And I know that's why when I said to earlier on, I feel like if Stephen Mason's already passed his badges, he's likely to become the new Scotland manager, which is going to be like.
I'm saying this, and I am not going to change it. If I see Stephen Naismith become the Scotland national manager, I will not be watching a Scotland game. I am not kidding. I would rather watch paint dry than Stephen Naismith coach the Scotland team, because he'll do exactly what Baldy did wrong. He will not put Lennon Miller in the squad. He'll keep picking that tiresome derelict Ralston at right back, and he'll play that clown Hanley at centre back. So I hope to hell we get a proper. I would give the job to Alex Neil.
Well,
actually, I actually
Good luck
forgot
with
about. I
that.
actually forgot about Frankie McAvoy.
Can do a lot worse.
Because Annie kind of had a look at me when I said Frankie McAvoy. He was at Bristol City, wasn't he?
No, he was at Preston. I remember his Preston
Preston.
managerial spell.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he was awful.
Yeah,
Stephen, you're not wrong.
he's got a point there, actually. Yeah.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Scotland sack.
Well,
something
we got someone for a new Democrats feed. Good evening to you. So, hot take: at least one goal was scored in opening season.
Every game ends 0-0.
I hope that does not. There will be a couple of 0-0s, like Cardiff Swansea and 0-0 in Swansea.
Sarcasm goes a long way. But
well, on Lincoln though, right? And I particularly ask Annie this: how big a loss for Lincoln is Michael Skubala going to be?
Massive.
Absolutely humongous. But I don't actually mind the fact they've gone with Tom Shaw and Chris Cohen.
I thought you were going to say, I don't mind the fact they've lost him because it was a Bristol City's benefit that we got him from them.
because it does at Lincoln. It does feel like more of a, rather than individuals, it does feel like more of a system thing.
Yeah,
and you can just sort of pluck individuals out.
It's what a head coach role is supposed to be, isn't it? You can easily just like pluck someone into a structure that's there.
But the thing is, Michael Skubala built all that up over a year. Well, how many years? 2.5 years.
2 years, yeah.
So,
2 years, yeah.
So, how hard is it to replace that charisma, that sort of that figurehead? It's obviously difficult. I think they've tried their best to neutralize it. I think losing Jack Moylan is absolutely massive.
Yes.
I know they've got a big smile on this, but he was just so pivotal and he just fit how that number 10 role Lincoln play with. It's not a creative number 10 where he's going to get his foot on the ball and sort of spray passes about. It's a very effective, dynamic, athletic number 10 position, which Jack Moylan that system was fitted around Jack Moylan. He just dropped in there perfectly. I'm sure Lincoln will try and find an effective replacement with the money they've got from Cardiff. But yeah, I think losing Michael Skubala was a big thing. Losing Moylan on top of that to a newly promoted League One side, it's just like, it's a boring pick to have them. It's a boring pick to have them in the relegation zone, but it's so so obvious that
especially losing them a club that finished below them as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's even worse. Like that's even worse as well when you both get promoted and you're losing arguably your best player to the club who literally finished behind you. That's worse.
Yeah.
They will do well not to finish bottom.
Mm-hmm.
At the very least, I think they'll do well to stay up. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
I think if you're losing out on a player to Cardiff, I think when they've come up with you, I think that's quite damning from them. But obviously, Cardiff have more financial power, don't they?
What makes it worse, Moylan will be a squad player for us. He won't even be like the best in the team or like the standout player, which is absolutely mental to say when you've just taken, a rival's best player. Nuts.
But here's the thing as well, like, are they or is there any other clubs potentially in the same bracket where they will be underestimated? I feel like Lincoln will be underestimated by a few people.
They will.
Just because they'll just expect them to be mullered by everybody. But I think they'll have a high scoring result throughout the season that will shock people.
They've got to make their home a fortress, I would say.
Yeah.
Agreed. Try and get a chance, but good luck to them. It's nice to see a new name in the EFL Championship. It's really nice to see.
The fact they're here is an achievement itself. 60 years.
Absolutely. And
when you think back to where they were less than 10 years ago, I was going to say they were in the National League less than 10 years ago.
They were, yeah.
So the fact that they won League One last season was a real success for them, and I think a lot of people saw what they could do. I think they went to Burnley and I think beat Burnley at Turf Moor in one of the cup competitions. So.
Yep, they did. And that was when Burnley were in the Premier League as well, weren't they?
Yeah.
So I think the way that they'll do this league, they'll give it a go, and rightly so. But I'm just worried about this cohabiting manager situation because
But
it
as
never
it
really
kind of
worked.
worked, as it kind of worked, Doug, when Lincoln did it under the Cowley brothers that season when they beat Burnley in that in that FA Cup and they got to Arsenal.
They
It
went on
kinda
a
worked.
stalking run under the Cowleys. Did Lincoln?
Yeah, it did kind of work for them, but it was in the lower league. But in the Championship, that's a different kettle of fish.
Yeah,
My
sure as well with the Cowleys. I think Danny was like it was like more of a 1 and 2. I think like Danny was seen more of as the head coach really, and Nicky did all the coaching and everything. So
they need to let that down because, like I said, it's all well and good. You can do that in League One and League Two, where you will get away with it. You will get away with it to an extent. When you get to like second tier football, and your aspiration is to go to the top tier, which, to be fair, that will be every Lincoln fan's dream, is to make it to the Premier League. And maybe sometime down the line it might happen, but
Reece,
if they
I'm not
really
being
want it,
funny,
they have to be structurally organised.
I think that's the dream of every fan of every Championship club.
But when you look at the difference is Lincoln are the smallest club in the Championship. Respectfully to them, like they are by decree the smallest club.
Yeah.
That if they get promoted, that is a dream. If Wrexham were to get promoted, for example, that's just expected because these are just overwhelmingly cash flowed. Like it wouldn't surprise me if Wrexham were a Premier League club within 2-3 years if they actually just get on with it. But if Lincoln at any point in their history were to get promoted to the Premier League, that is a genuine success story for them. If Wrexham get promoted, I don't count that as a success story because they've been pumped in with all the Netflix money.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I'll say it again. If Wrexham get promoted, I will say it again. If Wrexham get promoted to the Premier League, it is not for me a success story because of all the Netflix money they've had pumped in from their owners.
Oh no, I agree. No. Come on.
No, I can back it. He's stirring the pot. Yep, stirring the pot.
I'll tell you what, I'll join the pot stirring. I think that is absolute nonsense.
Thank you.
Myself, absolutely ridiculous. They get promoted. It is absolutely success story ahead of every club that's got parachute payments in this division.
Well, at least we know. At least we know the Sunderland won the streaming derby a couple of days ago. I think.
Thank you, Doug. Cheers.
I mean, when Cardiff do beat Wrexham 3-0 next week, then we'll hear different conversations, of course.
Right, moving away from the fact that Reece often comes up with outlandish takes that go nowhere. I think when it comes to Lincoln, the problem the one thing I do agree is I agree with Reece that Lincoln are probably by some way the smallest club in the division. I suppose the thing I would say is look at Bournemouth 10 years ago, but the difference is the financial landscape of football now is totally changed to what it was 10 years ago. The Premier League, as you all know, it's basically Moneyball repeatedly. So it is much harder now if a non-parachute club, unless you are ran exceptionally well, to get yourselves promoted now. So I think, but with Lincoln, I think my concern with them is I think they've just lost too many key components of what got them into the Championship, and that's why I think they'll finish bottom myself.
Yeah,
that's a fair point.
I'm just looking forward to predictions. I think this is going to be very interesting.
Well, like I said to you, I've only got bottom 3 and top 8 sorted, but there you go. That's probably the main bit that people care about.
Exactly.
I just do everyone off the cuff.
I'm ready.
Absolutely.
Well, quickly,
go on.
Sorry, no, I was going to say, quickly just to mention the other two teams. I did mention them earlier, and probably through me waffling, we'd got sidetracked. But can we quickly mention Middlesbrough and Norwich?
Yes.
Because we were going to mention them earlier, because I'm liking the look of the pair of them, big time.
Particularly Borough.
Yes, I would agree. But Norwich aren't far behind them, I will say. But yes, I think. But okay, start with Borough then. What do you guys think of Middlesbrough's business? Because that's insane. It just goes to show the value of having a sell-on clause in a deal, because the Morgan Rogers to Chelsea deal has gone a cash flow towards Middlesbrough in a window where they've already sold Hayden Hackney as well. So one thing you can certainly say is that Steve Gibson, Kim Helberg, they are fucking going for it.
Yeah,
they bought the best. Yeah. They bought the best keeper in the league as well. I thought he was excellent at Bristol City last season.
Look at Andy's face. It's just like...
They bought the best keeper in the league. They've pissed me off because our response is we'll sign Darlow, who is utter crap.
Hey, at least
I mean,
Darlow
he
gets
does the
a
job for
payday,
Wales, so-
right? So
It's fundamentally fact though. Carl Darlow can suck an egg. Like I'm actually annoyed that we sold.
Let's just okay then. All Carl's got to say to that is, did Leeds' good form? Which goalkeeper was in goal for Leeds that coincided with their best run of the season by a country distance
thank
in
you.
getting to Premier League safety?
I'm
Not
still
even close, Carl Darlow.
I'm still not praising the fact that we signed him. I'm still not praising it.
Arsenal signed Melier. What are you complaining about?
Exactly.
Any
That's just funny,
goalkeeper
though.
has got to be better than Tom fucking Heaton in pre-season, for fuck's sake.
Thank
Oh,
see, Stefan's on the ball there with that
I
one.
would rather.
okay.
I would rather go the season. I would rather go the season with just two goalkeepers, Sen Lamens, and I would rather go in with Vitek as a backup. I don't need Tom Heaton, who's an absolute.
Well, it's okay then because you're going in with Carl Darlow as backup and Lamon. So there you go. You've got two goalkeepers. Problem solved. Back on to Middlesbrough, right? Before we get too sidetracked.
Just on VTech really quickly. He was obviously a ridiculous shot stopper at City. Like out of this world. Some of the saves he pulled out of his backside was ridiculous.
Kept you going crazily.
He's not the best. He's not the best with his feet. And I know Kim Hellberg, his football probably asks a goalkeeper to do that. But then you go and look at the Ashley Phillips signing, who hasn't. There might be a stumbling block in that deal, but let's
No,
presume
deal's
that's-
nearly done. Actually, the deal's it's nearly done. So
let's pretend that's happening. He isn't. When I think of Ash Phillips, I'm not thinking, oh yeah, he's the greatest with his feet. I think they're looking at championship proven signings who are going to cost a pretty penny now, but are just going to go in and be really good for you. And Radek Vitek is that. They had a massive goalkeeping issue last season. Not necessarily with the goalkeeper at his feet, but in terms of shot stopping ability. I think there was a 16 goal difference or something like that. Maybe might have been 8, some multiple of 8 in terms of goals prevented between Vitek and Solbrin. The massive upgrade you're going to get is just outrageous. On top of that, Will Lancashire for 10 million is
exactly.
Brilliant. Sebastian Berhalter is so good on the ball. He won't be as good as Aidan Hackney, but I think they've come pretty close to replacing that for a steal, really. Max Austin.
The only bad thing about Middlesbrough is their home kit. That is utter.
Yeah, their home kit's not exactly the best. But just quickly as well, Middlesbrough, it looks like they kept Aidan Morris as well. And he was really good for them last season, like unfreakishly level good for them. So what another problem that I think, because I mean, if you look at the mistakes Solbrin made for Hull's goal in the playoff final, it's evident they needed a new keeper. But the other area they needed to sort out was up front, because how many times, and Annie and Stefan in particular will come back to us saying this, how many times did we come on this show and go, well, Middlesbrough play really well, well, their XG's really good, well, they have all the chances, they don't finish them. And therefore, yes, if you look at Will Lancashire, now obviously, yes, I know he obviously got double figures, am I right, for Oxford last season? Now, he's going to be playing, with all due respect to Oxford, with much better quality around him, and playing with a head coach that has clearly got something about him to get the best out of players, which is why I think VTech going there in a lot of ways also makes sense, because I could see Hellberg improving him quite a bit on top of how good he already is. Sorry, Annie, am I depressing you again?
It was the same on Friday night. They had chances, but they couldn't finish them.
I would say, though, to be fair, the goal Lancashire scored was quality, though.
That was a good goal,
Yes, but the thing is, you've got Lancashire, yes, they're paying quite a bit of money for him, but they've needed a proper number 9 for quite some time, really. Probably ever since Latte Lat left them, if we're honest, and that was, a good 18 months ago. So you've got him, and they've got, is it Kyle Joseph from Hull as well? So I'm really liking the look of what they're doing, and they're already adding on top of a good attack line already. Morgan Whitaker's still there. As we mentioned earlier, Aidan Morris is still there. If you're looking at it, I don't know whether Annie's going to hate me for saying this or not, but Tommy Conway is probably not the worst third choice option you could have in the world. I think that there's a lot to be liking about this Middlesbrough side. Yeah, Callum Britton at right back as well. You know, when you look at this squad, like put it this way, in my predictions, I've got them just missing out on automatics. Now, Annie will remember me a couple of years ago saying I was constantly baffled by people constantly saying Borough automatics. In particular, 23-24, when they lost a lot of key loan players, and somehow everyone was going for them to get top 2. And I'm like, why? They've lost a bunch of players.
Michael, do you know where I put them?
Oh, you put them second this time?
See, I think for Borough...
to be fair, sorry, Reece. This season, however, That's not outlandish. I think they are. I would not be shocked in the slightest if they finished ahead of Wolves. I don't think anyone's going to be a candle to West Ham if West Ham are semi-competent. But I think I wouldn't put it past Middlesbrough to be alongside Wolves and Burnley.
Oh, well, I don't have them in the top 3.
So do I. I've got them third.
I got them second.
No, I don't.
I
You
think
do.
this is my problem because you mentioned Conway. Oh, up front, man.
I don't
He
think
won't
he's
be.
that
Not with
bad.
Lancashire and Joseph ahead of him.
I
You
don't
what-
think Tommy Conway's that bad. I think he's.
I don't think he's that bad either.
I don't think he's a striker.
I agree with that. I think he's a
I think
striker
he's
who
a
goes to
winger.
the left wing.
Yeah.
I think he goes to the left
I-
wing.
I
doesn't he?
would change
more than
them.
happy to share my predictions.
We'll get to the prediction shortly, Stefan, before we get on to Norwich, because we want to finish off, because I want to talk about the key players to watch in the Championship.
Should we also ask Annie about? I want to ask Annie about Bristol City as well. Let's get him a bit of a
as well
mention
as
in here
City
for.
as well. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah,
For once,
yeah.
For once,
Yeah,
I'm
with-
not. Yeah.
I was just going to say.
But with
for me,
Middlesbrough, on with Middlesbrough though, I am quite excited for the prospect. I think it looks like it's weird that they lost Rob Edwards and they've upgraded on him, which is weird. So, like, you know,
And he
I think
was going to Swansea as well, Kim Hellberg. He's got to go to Swansea.
then there you go.
that week.
Well,
Yeah,
I wonder if a certain person right in the middle of this group, middle of the screen here, will be very happy that did not materialize. So,
God for
yeah,
that.
I wonder. And maybe the person directly above him, I don't know. But either way, I think. But like I said, I'm happy. I'm excited for Middlesbrough and for Norwich, but particularly with Middlesbrough because if you do we say that this is Middlesbrough's best opportunity now? Because that strikes me as if they don't go up having spent this money, could this window set them back a fair few years unless they make a massive sale or two?
That's why,
Yes.
look at their squad now. I feel like in terms of their squad, I think you got Lancashire. Get someone beside it. They're going to put a front two. Lancashire is mostly going to be like the main working strike, but their best wide position for me is Whitaker on the right hand side and Tommy Conway on the left. Especially for Whitaker, who's more of a natural winger. Instead, you've got Conway who can just do like get into the box, being like a third attacking player, like as well. Like they've got the quality, and you've just got the midfield. That's Borough's strength.
Yeah. And I think Kim Hellberg's a massive strength for them as well. So we shall see. But you know, I think I'll be very surprised if they're not at minimum matching what they did last season.
Yeah.
And truthfully, I think they'll do better than that this season.
Yeah.
So Annie, you know when you were saying a couple of years ago when you thought Borough kept getting top 2, I've finally converted to your train of thinking now. I think Borough are ready to give it a real go.
The door was open for them last season. Last season, they should have been top 2. Like
Stefan's like
They had the chances to do it, like
They
to
did.
blow so many. How many stupid
Quite
games did they drop points in that cost them? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Hang on. Weren't they in the promotion top 2 fight till going at the last day, even though it was an outside shout?
Yeah.
Stefan's pure like disagreeing with this is even like flicking his fingers like no. Here we go.
Is it because he's
the
going?
amount-
No, I've not got Middlesbrough second because I've got Wrexham finishing second after West Ham winning the league.
It was the amount of games at the Riverside where they just completely shot themselves in the foot.
A lot of draws, wasn't it, Annie?
Lot of draws and just stupid goals conceded late on. Pompey at home, where Connor Chaplin scored off his backside. And conceded a stupid goal against us to draw that game. It's just ridiculous.
It's killing
games where
teams off, isn't it?
Yeah, Leicester at home. Like there were so many games where they just should have scored 5 or 6 goals.
They were basically Leicester before, like, when they were killing the league under Maresca and they almost bottled it. Like Middlesbrough are the same quality of like just wasting matches.
I even remember the game they drew against, was it Blackburn away, 0-0 at that point? And even then they had chance after chance that day as well. And then you go, those are the type of games that are ones that will end up costing you in the end. But no, I think it looks like Middlesbrough have sort of, if they've improved the goalkeeper and up front, then it sounds stupid and it should be fucking obvious, but most times it isn't. If you're better in both boxes, you win most games and go up. But it's obviously not as easy or straightforward as that.
The question is, and this was more like direct to all as well in the circumstance. For me, the only way Middlesbrough go up though isn't the goalkeeper, isn't it up front. Is their midfield actually capable of getting them to promotion? Because goals win you games, defense always wins you trophy situation, but midfield is where everything is decided. Is Middlesbrough actually strong in the middle of the park to actually give it a go?
Sebastian Berhalter is a game changer for me.
I
And
think
on
he's
top
gonna
of
be a
already
game changer.
having Aidan Morris there as well, I would say yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If they're both
quick-
fit, yes.
Just
Yeah.
a quick one on Norwich. I think that they are looking really, really good. I think Philippe Clement, he's had a full pre-season.
Reese, pluck your ears away, mate.
I am very, very excited for Norwich this season.
So am I.
I think they
Sam
will
Field coming
do well.
in that midfield is going to be a plus for them, and Andre Brooks, on the left hand.
Andre Brooks is a
That's an
steal.
incredible signing, that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
do
they will good.
If he
you
does
know what?
well,
Something I
I'll be
want to quickly
angry.
mention. I would say this as well, and I'm going to give Ben Napper a bit of credit for this. Do you remember the stick he got? And I understood it when Marcelino Nunes was sold to Ipswich a year ago.
Yes.
The controversy that caused, yes, that and I understood the emotion behind it. But if you look at the situation, my own popular opinion was that was actually the right thing to do, because he was a player who wasn't fit fully 100%, and I don't think he was that fit after. I don't think he was fit every game for Ipswich.
No,
he also wasn't going to sign a new contract, and he had given indications that he wanted to leave. Why would you let his contract run down for him to go to Ipswich on a free when he could get that money in? And then who did they bring in? Was it Mohamed Toure in January, for example?
Mohamed Toure in January, along with Ali Ahmed from Vancouver. They really did get some good signings in.
You got Jacob Wright there, Harry Darling, Papadou Diallo as well, McCarmer, J. Kenny McLean there as well, Kovacic in goal.
Yeah, because Sanfield Jordan loan is now on a permanent deal, which is a good deal. And like I said, they got rid of they sold Josh Sargent to Toronto, and
they've got that money to play with, haven't they?
Yeah,
So-
getting rid of that donkey is one of the smartest things I will say Norwich have ever done. I'll give them that.
I've
I'll praise them for that.
also just seen apparently Gus Hamer's going to Coventry, going back to Coventry. Sorry,
thought that happened.
from Sheffield United, £6 million.
Well, a quick. If you want, I don't know if you want to talk about Sheffield United very quickly, but if you do, I would say on Norwich, I'm similar as I am with Middlesbrough. I'm not quite as high on Norwich as I am on Borough, but I'm still like, I think they're going to be more than capable of competing with the likes of your Wolves, your Burnleys, your Southamptons, and stuff like that. I think if they're not in the playoffs, I'm going to be astonished. And even then, they themselves were right in the playoff hunt until the last couple of games of last season. And given how Norwich started last season under Liam Manning, that is incredible how the turnaround that Clement had.
Yeah.
So,
For me, if they had Clement from the start of last season, I think Norwich would have gone up over Hull.
That's why I don't want them to do well. That's why I don't want them to do well.
I'm going to say, just quickly on Sheffield United, I think the Wilder magic has gone. I just don't think. I think they're running out of parachute payments, or
They're gone.
Yeah, the way he talked about in the
It's
press
gone.
conference about Hayward the other day, it sounded like he was just lying to himself. I'm thinking the magic's gone, and especially they've only made one big signing, Matt Doherty coming from Wolves,
and that was a free transfer, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Still
Can I just say,
still a good transfer for that league, but losing Andre Brooks is a real blow. Losing him.
Well, when you're losing him to a team that you effectively should be competing with, if you look at it that way. And even this is where put it this way. I think with Chris Wilder, given the job that he's got in his hands now, I actually don't think it's the worst appointment for them to have him. I don't think it's the worst idea for them to have Wilder. I think, obviously, my criticism of him is I think that when he had the team that he had in 24-25, a lot of the time the games were won on moments of luck or quality rather than of anything he was doing. Well, exactly. But if like I've said before, right, if you compare them to Leeds and Burnley, and I think Carl would agree here, they were streets ahead of Sheffield United for me. But now it's a different job that Wilder has got. And I mean, look, I'm not going to call last season a success because Sheffield United should not have started that badly under Ruben Sayers. There was no way they should have lost 5 games in a row. And I watched them against Ipswich before the last game before they got Wilder back. That looked like a team that was going down. And they just look absolutely hopeless. But you're looking at losing Andre Brooks to Norwich, Gustavo Hamer. I get that one, to be fair, because he's in the last year of his contract and you need to get a bit of money in. But as Doug mentioned earlier, the parachute payments are gone now. They've blown their best chances to go. Last season, what was it? They finished like 17th or something. Like, that is not a success. And okay, it's not Leicester bad, but 13th. Well, even then, that's still not good enough.
Unfortunately for me, I think they're now deemed to be mid-table. I don't see them being in any trouble.
The best I think they'll be is top 10 at very best.
I just look at them. I just look at them and I stand by it. I've said it for years. I don't get the Wilder hype. I think in terms of what he is, he's just Sheffield United, but his whole quality of a manager, it's past.
I think he
Outside
leaves
Sheffield
this
United
season.
is not good, is it?
I think
No,
he leaves this season.
He's in his last year of his contract, so I could see them moving on from him after
They-
this season.
Could it be
problem
that they
with
keep him
Sheffield
to
United
maybe
is-
stabilize things? Could it be they keep him to sort of steady the ship and get used to doing a non-parachute club and then move in another direction after
I don't
that?
think so. I don't think so. I really don't. I just don't see it in my eyes.
But the thing is, right?
Hmm.
Go on,
I
Carl.
don't
Sorry.
know.
Because especially if they like I say when he left at the end of June, they were still paying him off. So I think that they just to get back into the contract that he was on before. I just feel like they might just pay him, let him go, and move in a new direction because they still want to do their AI data transfers, and I think that's the problem. It's it's going to cause
AI data. That was embarrassing.
See, the
But
thing
this is the
for
thing.
Wilder, though, the thing for me with Wilder, though, and this is what I think they have to consider as well. Instead of if they really want to move in a new direction, I know it's very harsh because the season's just about to start. Sack him now.
Yeah.
I've got no hate towards Wilder at all. But if you plan on going a new direction, you backed out of Sellis last season very quickly. And to be fair, Sellis is absolutely dreadful as a manager. But if you're backing of him to then go back to the manager beforehand, who isn't going to take you forward, he just takes you either where you are or goes backwards. You're already backing out of what you're aiming to do.
Yeah.
So that isn't direction. That's directionless. So if I was Sheffield United, sack Wilder tomorrow and actually just go and put the new direction in and get what you're looking for now, because you're wasting another year.
Yeah.
Can I say though, some of the players Sheffield United have though, actually I do like the look of at championship level, even without parachute payments. They've got Michael Cooper. Now I know last season he wasn't particularly great, but if you look at the year before, I would say he was the best keeper in the championship, apart from James Trafford at Burnley. Matt Doherty in the championship, okay, fair enough. Ollie Arblaster, they missed him season before last. Jaffet Tanganga, you got Tom Cannon, Callum O'Hare, Harrison Burrows. There's players there that I would look up.
Yeah.
Even Chong, I know Chong's not had the best of times recently, but I don't think he's a particularly bad player. You're looking
No,
at
not
Sidney
at all.
Peck, Sariki, Patrick Bamford. Okay, obviously getting on now, but still, there's players there that. Yeah, the only concern for me is there's a lack of distinct balance within that at the moment. But there are players there that I think you can work with something if there's something cohesive going on here. But again, it just stems from the fact that they've blown their opportunity when they had parachute payments to get promoted, and now they're going to feel the consequences of that because now they've had to sell Brooks and it looks like they're having to sell Hamer to do it. Is that money getting reinvested? Judging by the fact they've just brought in a free transfer, really, at the minute, unless things change in the next few weeks, probably not.
I think their finances will be getting questioned at the very end of the season, and I mean deep investigating. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, this is it. I mean, if you think back to that playoff final against Sunderland a year ago, that was their big opportunity, wasn't it?
Oh, they were
And
banking
to be
on
fair,
it.
well, they weren't they? That's kind of what it is. Like if you're a parachute club, the first year is often your best chance to get promoted, and then they blew it then, and then last season was just a complete and utter disaster. And the only reason more isn't made of it is because of how bad Leicester were.
Yeah, I agree. I just feel that because of the news a few weeks ago that CH owns the full ownership by 35 million pounds. So there's a lot of issues, and I just worry about it.
I think when you look at some of these clubs as well and owners as well, like do they actually take their clubs seriously? And some of them really don't, and that fucking annoys me about football owners. Vincent Tan being number one in terms of championship owners, like he's the biggest fraud that's not a tangerine. Like he just doesn't get it. The best owner in the championship is Amanda Staveley. Anyway, like the fact that West Ham
if things are being
snagged her.
agreed, if it gets through, that's
They'll get her. They will get her.
If she goes to West Ham, that's massive for them.
Yeah.
Any club that honestly gets Amanda Staveley on board is automatically one of the best clubs in the world in terms of ownership, because she just understands football, and she's so smart business wise.
Yeah, she is. She is.
Do you mind we ask Annie about Bristol City before we go on to predictions?
Yeah, sure thing. Briefing news.
I know I asked him when he's got a mouthful of food, but you know.
Yeah, Reece, you're not going to be happy with this, but Turkish club Chrome FK in talks with your club to sign Mohamed Diamande around what $4.5 million.
Why am I not surprised? Why can they take McInnes with them?
We'll talk about that on Tuesday with that one, Reece. But let's get on with Bristol City. Annie, take it away. Like I said, there was questions at the end of last season with the restructure and everything on what was going to happen. Give us what has been quite a busy summer for you guys.
Yeah, so a new CEO. So in the last 6 months, a new CEO, a new sporting director, and a new manager have all come in. And
quiet summer.
Then you have the small matter of a complete overhaul in the change in the playing squad as well. You've let go of. I've got it in front of me here. Ross McCrory. Yeah, shut up. Ross McCrory. Sinclair Armstrong.
Thank you very much for McCrory back. That's all I've got to say. Thank you very much.
They've got a decent fee, I don't mind. Joe Lomberly, Sam Morsey, Mark Sykes, Harry Cornick, Radek Vitek, Delano Bergzor, Neto Borges, and George Earthy. You lose all those players. Some of them have had many appearances for Bristol City.
Sinclair Armstrong, I'm seeing on here as well.
Yeah, it's quite a chunky fee for Sinclair Armstrong as well. So we've done well.
So basically, your first team.
A lot of the squad. Yeah, a lot of the squad.
He's like, I really don't want to say it. I don't want to say it.
And then we've signed Lauren Tolai, Brad Collins, Lee Savaisat, Jed Wallace, Gibson Yar, Sam Greenwood, Sam
Greenwood is probably his player. He will be a good quality for you guys in the championship.
And then I think we've signed Dan Ballard. Don Ballard.
I was going to say, whoa.
I know, I did the same last week. When I realised
if you're playing Coventry in the Cups, then Dan Ballard will be very handy for you, lot.
Yeah. No, Dan Ballard is a good side. I know Richard Williams did criticise him last year. He criticised his whole team except for Don Ballard. But I bet he's pissed now that Ballard's got to,
Did I just see as well, you've got Jed Wallace on a free from West Brom, unless you totally mentioned that and I just didn't listen.
Experience, that is.
Yeah.
I like some of the signings you make in mind.
We've signed a lot of League One sort of quality with Tolai, Ballard, and Sam Tickle. But honestly, I don't mind it.
Sam who?
Sam Tickle.
One of the best
Sam
keepers in
Tickle.
League One last year.
Yeah.
That's a chuckle and a half.
Anyway, we've spent 9 million on Ballard and Tolai put together, so there's been investment. It's a lot of change. It's a lot of excitement, but we saw with Skubala at Lincoln, it took a year and a half to get that fully going. I'm excited by our business. I think it's positive for the longer term, medium to longer term. I think the appointment of James Ellis as a sporting director has been absolutely huge as well. I think he's a very good person for this job. I like the business. I like the fact that we've signed young players who we're going to be able to flip a profit on, hopefully in 18 months' time, in 24 months' time when they're fit and firing. I like a lot of the things that's going on. And if you'd asked me 6 months ago if these things were going to happen, I'd have said nope. But when I was sat here on this very channel criticising Steve Lansdowne and, saying, oh, this is all horrible and bad, I did say his arrogance and his ego might be the reason we spend in this summer. Kind of been proven right. I think
Come on, Annie Harris, remember, appreciate what you've got.
Okay, yeah. No, don't say that. So I'm not surprised, but I'm surprised we've changed the personnel as much as we have, but yeah, it's good. And we're not done. We need a right back. We need a striker. And then if we get not a striker, left winger. Sorry, we've got.
I was going to say you got two of the best strikers in League One last year.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't mind it, but I still think it will take a little bit of time to gel things together because there's been so much change.
You can have a fantastic left winger. He's called Romain Mundell. He might be available this window.
Please, yeah, I don't mind that. Yeah.
If you keep him fit, he'd keep him fit at championship level, he's really good.
Absolutely.
So predictions then, Carl.
Oh, here we go
By
then.
the pictures time. So right, I have got them up now. So which I'm going to remove the banner as well, so everyone can see.
I'm
what
seeing a
we're looking
13 next to us. I think that's a bit low.
It's a hard one. It's a hard one. I listen.
I think 1 would be more apt.
Burnley
Yeah,
ninth. That's
well.
a call and a half.
Right. Well, here's my predictions. I'm gonna get you guys as well. I'm gonna start in order first. So I have put West Ham and Middlesbrough as the top 2. I think Southampton, Norwich, Millwall. I think the usual stuff. I think Millwall could have another decent season. Derby County should missing out last as well, along with Wrexham and potentially Burnley City if they can get the act together. Because I just feel like Burnley are going to struggle with the new manager and the players that they're going to keep selling is crazy. I think Wolves will finish below Sheffield United. I think Jimenez will get the goals and stuff, but then in the bottom half of the table, I put 2 out of the promoted teams. That's potentially going down Bolton and Lincoln City. It was hard one to keep because I like Charlton, what they've done under Nathan Jones. But I think if Cardiff can do well progressively and keep that, that momentum going that they did in League One with the model they have, they can stay up anyway. So that's my take on that one completely. So I will start off with Doug first. So Doug,
How do you want me to do this?
Any order you want. Do you want to do it from the 24th up to the top, or do you want to do first from the 24th?
I'll do 24th up from the top.
All right.
So I've got the same bottom as you, Lincoln City.
Yeah.
23rd, I've got Blackburn Rovers.
You got Blackburn Rovers, yeah, okay then.
Now, I am very concerned because there's only a certain amount of time before the money runs out there, the Venkies, and it's more about the fact that they might just say enough's enough, and then that happens. But Tony Mowbray would be the reason that they stay up. Now, 22nd, I have been going through hour after hour after hour, changing every single time. But I've finally gone, and I think this might shock a lot of you. I've gone Preston North End.
Doesn't really surprise me that much.
No, it doesn't actually, because I debated putting them in there as well.
Yeah.
21st Bolton.
Yeah.
20th Charlton.
Charlton,
19th Portsmouth, same as you.
Okay.
18th Cardiff. I think Cardiff just need to have a relatively solid season for me, and I think they will do. I think they will outperform everyone. 17th, I've seen a lot of people tip Watford to go down. I think Watford will be fine. I really think Watford will be fine. 16th Sheffield United. 15th, slight improvement, West Brom.
West Brom, yeah. Same as me, so yeah.
14th, Stoke City. I think they will have a bit of an improvement. 13th, Swansea City. Now, this is one of my big shouts here. I'm going 12th, Birmingham City.
Okay.
Where are we up to? 11th, Queen's Park Rangers.
That's a shout, that is.
A couple of their signs like Lamptey and Kamara look really good ones.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, do I do this? 10th, Burnley.
So you're going 1 below above, yeah. All right. Burnley, yeah.
9th, Bristol City. I think they'll just miss out. I think they will just miss out on the playoffs. But I tell you something, they will be fighting. They'll be fighting up there for that playoff.
Even Niall, hope you're well.
Even Niall.
Hello there, Niall.
Okay, 8th, Derby County. I think they're one of the teams that will really benefit from the playoffs being 8 teams. 7th, Wrexham.
Yeah.
Same as me then, yeah.
Sixth, Norwich City.
Yep.
Fifth, Southampton.
Okay, a little bit lower than 9. Yeah. Okay.
Fourth, Millwall. Third, Wolverhampton Wanderers.
But yeah, okay. So you still thinking they'll have a good season? Yeah.
Yeah, I do. And then I've got the exact same top 2 as you.
Right. So we've hit the nail on the
Interesting.
head there with that one. So
Interesting.
that's interesting, Doug. Yeah.
Very.
What very surprised I would say for me is I have to say QPR finishing in just not far from in the top half, which is quite interesting as well. So.
Wait to hear mine then.
They need a better season from me, and I think some of the signings that they're making, Tariq Lamptey, Glenn Kamara, I think that they will improve them a lot more. So yeah, that's my sort of my bold shout, and I don't think bold shout really is it was a Bristol City finishing 9th. I think Bristol City will have a good season. And I hope for Annie's sake.
11th is bold either.
No,
I don't think so. I think that's fair.
Yeah, fair enough then. Right, Stefan, on to you.
Okay, so we'll go from bottom up, Cal, please.
Yep.
So 24th, I've got Pompey.
Wow.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Then.
Oh, okay. That is a shout now.
That is a bold shout, Stefan. We'll ask you that briefly at the end. So
23rd is Burnley.
Oh my God.
Burnley.
Yeah.
Oh,
my God.
okay. The next
Wow.
Leicester.
I can see
All
them
Luton
in
or
the
Sunderland.
restaurant.
Jeez, that's bold. Okay, 22nd.
22nd is Sheffield United.
What? Wow. Wow. Okay, this is gonna get very interesting.
This is nuts.
Definitely trolling. Like,
Yeah.
21 is Lincoln City.
Freaking hell. He's bold.
20th is West Bromwich Albion.
So they finish a lot lower than. Jeez.
That's considerably lower than when I've got West Brom mines.
19th is Stoke City.
That's fair.
That's fair,
That's
actually. Yeah.
all right,
Yeah. All right.
18th is QPR for me.
Yeah.
It's a bit low.
It's low.
There's more weird ones coming up. 17th is Blackburn.
Blackburn.
That high?
Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
I think that's too high.
16th is Peony.
Preston. All right. A little bit higher than I thought. Oh, yeah.
15th is Charlton.
They've got Charlton 8 places above Burnley.
Yeah.
Oh, this is interesting, certainly.
I know.
Where the hell are Bolton?
14th
We have
is
we
Birmingham.
have officially entered the dark ages,
Yeah, we have.
and I thought
I don't think Reese is going to be the most outlandish person on this podcast.
No.
Well,
Yes.
I'm with that.
13th is Southampton.
Hold on,
Spiky.
14th. What was 14th?
14th is Birmingham.
So you put Birmingham, right?
What?
Wow. Okay.
13 Southampton.
Yeah, I heard him say Southampton. Like, bloody hell. Okay.
Christ.
12.
12 is Watford.
Oh, that's a bit high.
That's
Too
high.
high.
That's
Too high.
I don't know. If they get like 6 manager bounces in a season, they might finish there.
11th, best of the rest in Wales is Swansea.
Jeez. It's interesting where you're going to put Cardiff now, Steph.
I was going to say, I think Nathan's going to like you
Yeah.
already for this.
10th is Bolton.
Wow.
Oh, Jesus.
Right, guys. I need,
God.
Right, everybody, I need you to be quiet for 10 seconds so I can ask this one question. Stefan, what are you selling and who's your dealer?
I ask me no questions, I'll tell you no answers.
Is it Phil Parkinson?
No.
It's definitely
Probably-
Phil Parkinson. It's definitely Phil
No.
Parkinson. Yeah.
It's probably Neil Lennon. Probably Neil Lennon.
Let's finish these predictions. So 9th is Cardiff City.
Oh, I thought we were in the playoffs. I'll take it.
Oh gosh.
You still could be.
Are we in the playoffs? What are you doing, Stefan?
You want to catch me in a minute, Annie, because 8th is Derby.
Okay, this is
7th is the Robins in Bristol City.
I'm starting to get scared now.
Well, that's why you going last, Reese. So yeah.
6th is
Maybe you
Norwich.
should pick Annie last.
No, you're going last because you're the one who said about Derby last season. It's your punishment.
So 6th is Norwich.
6th, I got Norwich yet.
5th is Middlesbrough.
A bit lower for that one.
4th is Millwall.
Right, he's really.
And never
Same as
stopped
me.
3 times. Oh,
So you got Southampton. No, obviously you got West Ham. Yeah, okay then.
Oh God.
And Wrexham.
Oh.
Oh,
West
no.
Ham.
God, here we go.
so I can give you my top 3 without looking at my screen here, right? So my third one is Wrexham.
Yeah, I knew you'd go for that. I knew.
I don't
yeah.
think they finished third. I think they're in the playoffs, but I don't think they finished third.
The clearest says this is so biased.
Second is Wolves.
Freaking hell. Right, we know what that
And
is.
first is West
Yeah,
Ham.
we've got it. Yeah.
Bloody hell.
Freaking hell, Stefan. I'm so sorry.
That is mad.
Can we ask why Burnley are 23rd?
Yeah. Yeah. Why Burnley in 21st, Stefan? Please give us your bloody reason. Because
When you've got them below all the promoted clubs that have come up.
And
They
you've
might
got
not be.
Wrexham in-
They might.
and you've got
They might not
Wrexham
be
in
as good
fourth.
as. They might not be as good as a West Ham or a Wolves, but not 23rd.
They're not worse
Yeah.
than Lincoln City.
I just think that this is going to be the season that Burnley do a Leicester and have 2 relegations back to back. I've just got a funny feeling I've not seen much in terms of their recruitment policy. I don't think much of Alan Pace and the Americans is a good ownership group for the club. I think they could do much better. They could sell the club and broaden their horizons by far. They could get even though Mike Jackson done a good job when he come into the place, Vincent Company, I think that the championship, yeah, he done a good job last time we were down, but
Yeah, but when you had Scotty Parker in last season, which we all know he was going to fetch him.
yeah, well, I still think we could aim slightly higher than Mike Jackson again for the championship.
Yeah, but Mike Jackson was the interim manager. He was not going to be. Then going for someone like Nicky Hayden, which is it's a bit of a bold move.
It's a pretty high caliber name, though, isn't it, Carl?
I know, but
it's got
I
it's
think
got good
the
pedigree
reason-
in Belgium.
Yeah, but the reason why do you think there was a reason why Celtic, some of the Celtic fans didn't want him because Reese and Stefan and Doug can back me up with this one. They wanted someone that was needed to had the experience. And what happened to do it with Wilfred Nancy, and look what happened with that.
I will say in defense of Stefan, however,
too quick though. They got rid of him too quickly.
I'll say in defense of Stefan, though, to quote the great Eddie Hearn, this man has got a set of bollocks on him with these predictions. He's not afraid to speak his mind, and I respect it.
Yeah, that's a
Nathan
fair
next.
point. Right, Nathan, it's on to you now. So we'll start with
Swansea 24th, Cardiff first.
Here we
I
go.
wish I could honestly do that, but I haven't. So bottom of the Lincoln City.
I have been waiting for these ones most of all.
Then in 23rd and 22nd, I've gotten
So
relegated.
who's
to the same-
24th again? Sorry.
Oh, Lincoln City.
Lincoln.
Yeah, that's so surprising.
So in 23rd and 22nd, I've gone for two teams, and I've gone for the Ryan Dilks theory on this one. When you've got terrible owners, and you
I know what you're
going
gonna say,
for a number of years, then you're going to fall down the toilet plan. So in 23rd, I got Blackburn.
Hey up, Duck.
Hey up, Duck, indeed. And 22nd, I've got Watford.
But yeah,
Not surprising, actually.
Not surprising. Yeah.
So then up to 15th, this is close as anything. So 21st, I got Charlton. Bit of second season syndrome.
Yeah, Charlton. Yeah. Okay.
20th, I've got Pompey.
Hotspur. Yeah.
19th, I've got Preston.
Surprising. Yep.
18th, I've got West Brom. Ownership issues I'm a bit concerned about.
Yep.
17th, I've got Bolton.
You got Bolton that one. Okay. Yep. Hang on. Yep.
16th, a bit of a gamble, but I've gone QPR.
It's not gamble actually. It can vary with that team with QPR actually. Yeah.
15th, I've got Sheffield United.
Okay.
14th, I've got Stoke. 13th, this is a shock. I've got Burnley. 12th, I've got Swansea. 11th, I've got Birmingham City.
Yep.
10th, Wrexham.
There you go. I know what it's scoring now with this one, so yeah.
9th, I've got Derby County, just missing out on playoffs. Bit of a gamble. 8th, I've got Cardiff City.
Yeah.
Why are we in the playoffs?
7th, I've got Bristol City. Just for that front line alone, you've nicked from League One.
Yeah.
I got to do it. 6th,
So
I've
is
got
that-
Southampton.
Oh, never mind. Hang on. Hang on. I was going to say, so have you got using the playoffs? Is that you two playing each other in a playoff quarter final then?
No, it would be 6th versus 7th.
It will be. And then
Never mind. Okay.
It would be.
But I've just
fifth.
realised what game is going to be in the quarterfinal. 5th, Millwall.
Yeah.
Cardiff Millwall is going to be a war zone in the
Oh,
playoffs.
good God.
Yeah. Oh God.
Right, 4th,
At the Den
Middlesbrough.
as well.
Yep.
4th, Middlesbrough. Yep.
3rd, West Ham.
West Ham 3rd.
Yeah.
West Ham. Ooh, okay. I like the thinking.
Okay.
Reason being, they haven't been top 2 in any division since 1980.
That is true. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
every time they've been out down to the championship, always
Playoffs. Yep.
Yep. 2nd, I'm sorry, Reese, they're a stripper club again, Norwich City.
Okay, but yeah, that is bold with that one. And then you put Wolves at the top. Then
Wolves as champions.
wow. Okay, then that is. Ooh, yeah, quite interesting. Well, Michael Bowers is on to you now. So
I have not seen Nathan's predictions prior to this because some of the positions are exactly the same, actually. In fact, his 24th and 23rd are exactly the same as Nathan's and Doug's. So Lincoln and Blackburn, 24th and 23rd.
yep.
22nd, I've gone Bolton.
Okay, hang on. Yep.
And like what Nathan said, anything from here till outside the playoffs could be anything. So by the time I put this on my own channel, it could be different, but it's for a bit of fun. Fuck it. So 21st, Charlton.
Easy. Yep.
Same as Nathan again. 20th, Portsmouth.
Poppy 20th.
Stoke, 19th.
Okay, you gone? Yeah, so you gone still a lot lower then, alongside with Stefan. Yeah.
Yeah. Watford, 18th.
Bloody hell, okay, this is. Yep.
17th, Preston. No, I wanted to put these higher, but when I look at everyone else, I can't justify it in my own head. QPR, 15th. But I want to stress the signings they're making are good ones. It's very hard to call the middle of the championship.
16th? Who you put 16th again?
Oh, sorry. 16th, I've gone Cardiff.
Cardiff, right? That's what I thought. All right, fine. Yep.
But it wouldn't surprise me if like anywhere down to 16th to like 9th or 10th or something could be separated by less than 10 points.
And then you've got
Right, sorry. So QPR 15th.
Yep.
I'm actually gonna back Stefan on this. I did have these higher, but I've pushed them down a few places. Birmingham 14th.
Aye.
And I'm going to totally blame Manny Harris for this one if this is too high for this club. Swansea 13th. Because he always convinces me at the end of every damn season, oh, well, Swansea have ended the season well. Oh, they might actually do something good next season. But a lot of it depends if they keep Vopotnik or not. I want to put that caveat in there. And Ross Stewart, this stays fit. 12th, Sheffield United. Uh, 11th, Bristol City.
Bristol not okay. Yeah.
This is probably the biggest shout. And I think they'll be in for a much better season. People think 10th, West Brom.
Wow.
But yeah, okay. Well, okay then. Yeah.
I think their team's better than what it was had shown the last couple of seasons. 9th, missing out on the playoffs, is Millwall.
Wow.
Okay. Dark horses there.
8th, Derby.
Yep.
I was this close to putting Millwall in 8th, actually, funnily enough. 7th, Wrexham.
Good lad.
Oh, sorry, can I swap and put Wrexham 9th and swap them with Millwall, please?
No.
It's broke out there. 6th, Southampton.
Spygate.
Southampton. Yep. 6. Yep.
Spygate, Derby again.
Mm-hmm.
5th, Norwich.
Ooh, so.
Yep.
4th, Burnley.
Yeah, okay then. I'll give you that. Burnley in that.
Am I the most generous to Burnley so far?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bloody hell, looks like it, doesn't it? 3rd, Middlesbrough.
At this moment. Middlesbrough, yep.
Borough 3rd.
Yeah.
2nd, Wolves.
Yeah, I know where he's going anyway.
And then you know what top, West Ham top.
Yeah, yeah.
So all of us bar one have West Ham top at the moment.
Yeah, but Nathan's reasoning for not putting West Ham in the top 2 is a valid one. I think that the last couple of times they've won, they've got promoted through the playoffs, haven't they? They've not once finished in the automatics. I think West Brom, I've got a gut feeling, will be a bit better this season. Unlike Stefan, I do not think Burnley will be joining, going down to League One. But I do think they are the weakest of the relegated clubs, and I think Wolves are probably a bit better than what I thought they would be. So, yeah, but there you go.
Right.
We'll see how wrong I am.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll come to the penultimate participant left. Annie, it's on to you. Start from 24th all the way up to first.
Yeah, so if you want to bet on these, you'll get all your money back. 24th, Blackburn.
Okay.
And if you want to watch my full video on it, you can watch it on my channel.
I will share that link in the description.
Like the plug there. I like the plug.
Shameless plug. 23rd, Lincoln.
Right.
22nd is Charlton Athletic, which might be bold.
Wouldn't be surprised if they went down.
21st is Bolton.
So Bolton stays. See, I predict Bolton stays up. Survive.
20th is Pompey.
So we all say most of the last 2 they've gone for the same. Yeah. All right.
19th is Preston.
Preston. Yep.
18th is Cardiff.
That's fair.
That's fair. Yeah.
17th is Watford. 16th is Stoke. Shock.
Again, they're finishing that average.
It's exactly retain their 16th place trophy.
Yeah.
15th is West Brom.
Aye.
Have you looked at my predictions? Because we've got 1, 2, 3.
Have we actually?
Yeah, about 3 of the same.
Annie, don't worry if you've copied Doug's predictions because I've copied Nathan's quite clearly.
14th is Sheffield United. 13th is QPR, which I think might be low. 12th is us.
Yeah, you put yourself as 12. Okay.
Yeah.
I expected for you a little bit higher than that, but
I thought you would put yourselves a bit higher, to be fair.
I'm being reasonable.
Are you just taking the safe option of putting you as 12th every season?
No, I don't believe in that theory, but I just think there's stronger teams. There are stronger teams this season.
Okay, fair enough.
11th is Swansea, which again I'm not. That might be low.
No, I think it's the way they finished well to the last season.
Yeah, I like Vitor Matos.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited for their signings. I think Elijah Just and Stephen.
Ross Stewart, if they keep him fit, will be excellent.
Yeah.
10th is Wrexham.
Ooh, okay.
I can feel Stefan's cursing behind his closed mouth right now.
9th is Millwall.
Christ.
Oh, same as me. Okay.
Because the style of play last season was very tight margins, very can you win on the quality, can you keep a clean sheet? And I'm not sure if they can go again for a whole 46 game season on that. And there's some strong teams this season. All right, 8th Birmingham.
So you got Birmingham getting into the playoffs then. Just same as me then actually. Yep.
7th Burnley.
Okay.
Well, Annie, at least I'm not alone in getting Burnley in the playoffs.
6th is Derby.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Carl, you've got Derby 6 as well. Fair enough.
Yeah, I'd have 6 as well actually. Yeah.
5th is Norwich. 4th is Wolves.
A little bit lower than the average we got because Doug because I put them 11th, lowest than I put them 11th. Doug 3rd, 2nd, Stefan. Yeah, okay.
I don't see it. I just think they've got quality.
You know,
to
you
get
can't
in
say my full
I agree.
name, Carl. It's not against the law to say my full name if you want to say it.
Sorry, Douglas. What do you want me to say then?
Sorry, Mr. Douglas Horn. Douglas Horn Out Football Channel.
At least I didn't say your full government name, Doug. So
government name.
That's how they put it. Yeah.
3rd is Southampton. And then
Annie, quickly. Are they going to earn this on merit or by spying on people from behind trees?
No comment.
By spying on stuff behind trees.
2nd is Borough.
Yeah.
And 1st is obviously West Ham.
Yeah.
Can I say while Carl's putting that? Could you imagine if Middlesbrough and Southampton were competing for top 2 by the end of the season? Given the needle between them two, given what happened in the Spygate derby.
Right, let's get the popcorn out.
Go on, here we go then. Come on, Reese, then.
Here we go.
Let's see, this is going to make... Are these going to make... Reese, a quick question. Are these going to make Stefan's predictions look sane by comparison?
I've got no idea.
Go on, then.
Go on,
I
then.
do these on the fly. That's just how I
He's going to go 24th Norwich because stripper club, probably.
No, you'll be very surprised what I actually have.
Okay.
You'll be very surprised what I have Norwich, actually.
Go on, then.
So 24th, I have Blackburn as well.
Yep, so that's fine. Can just come over.
Man of taste.
Yep.
23rd, Portsmouth.
Pompey.
Wow.
Yep.
22nd, I have Charlton.
Yep. Okay.
21st, I have Preston.
Okay, so far it's not unreasonable.
No.
Now I've got Lincoln.
You got Lincoln, yeah. You're thinking over than Stefan. Yeah, you're the only two have got Lincoln staying up actually. So
Fair play to them if they do it, though.
19th, I have Sheffield United. Don't rate them in the slightest at all. 18th, I've got QPR as well.
All right. Okay.
17th, I've got Burnley.
Oh, Burnley.
Wow,
So you've
okay.
gone quite low. Not as low as like Stefan has, but you've gone, yeah.
Swansea. To hell with them.
Yeah.
West Brom.
Same as Annie and same as most of us actually. So yeah, I got 50. So yeah.
Bristol City.
Sorry, Annie.
Boo.
If you had the money to cough up for VTech, I would have had you in a couple of places higher, eh?
Amen.
Just stick the knife in while it's while the wound's raw.
I mean, what I said was pure respect. Let's see, 13th. I'll give this one to Stoke.
That's good for Stoke, to be fair.
Yeah.
12th. I'm going to say Wolves.
Wow.
He's kind
Okay,
of on average,
wow,
a little bit like me,
that is a
because I put
shout.
them. I put them 11th. So, yeah.
11th. Just because I may as well. Wrexham.
Yes.
I'll get you back in the 22nd, boy. You mark my body words.
The only thing you're getting back on the 22nd is a reminder that Cardiff beat Wrexham 3-0. 11th.
Don't put that in your radio show, either.
11th, I'm going to say Birmingham.
I'm going to put up a radio show. You don't know what you're saying. You're not telling me what to do. I know you're the manager of our radio show, but of the radio station. But that don't mean shit, right?
11th, I'm going to say Birmingham City.
Ooh,
Wow.
Okay.
So I've got
top 10 now. Yeah.
So I have West Ham, Middlesbrough, Southampton, Norwich, Derby, Millwall. Who am I missing?
Bolton.
Bolton.
Go on then. Stick Bolton in for fun.
Oh my god.
This is
Actually, hold on. Nah. Swap Bolton. Swap Bolton with Birmingham. And keep Wrexham and put Wrexham down to 13th and put Wolves up to 12th.
Okay, right. So you put Bolton in 11th then. Yeah. And then you Wolves up above it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
It feels. I'm feeling generous.
Sorry, Stefan.
That's a demotion.
It's not demotion. It's accuracy. I've definitely learned some lessons this time. Still got
I mean,
more
Stefan,
money
you've
than
got
Wrexham.
Burnley going down, to be fair, so I'm not sure you can talk like.
I know you can talk. I
he
know
can.
exactly.
He can't talk. He can't talk.
Ninth.
Anyway.
Give you
ninth.
Ooh.
Very funny, Stefan. I'll give you that.
Give you eighth. Sorry, eighth. Yeah, eighth. So
I've learned my lesson. Derby.
Well, hey, he's been so scarred off last season.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
7th.
Fuck the torture. 7th. Southampton.
Ooh.
I normally praise Southampton quite well. I've always had a bit of a respect for Southampton, but ever since these pathetic
Is that you watch football through binoculars reside behind the tree?
No, it's because ever since the KFC owners have come in, I've lost all respect for Southampton for the way they treated Ralph Hasenhüttl. So I will always have a sense of disrespect now for Southampton. So it's just how it goes. 6th, I have. Let's see. I've got West Ham, Middlesbrough. I've got Norwich, Millwall.
That's it.
Who else am I missing?
Cardiff.
Yeah, Cardiff.
Thank you for that reminder. Yep, 7th Cardiff.
Right. So 6 will be Cardiff then.
Yep.
Right.
Because I'm looking at the stupid lines. That's my fault. Sorry. Yeah.
I know.
6th Cardiff.
I'm listen.
No,
That's fine.
It does say 7.
It does on the spreadsheet, but look at the
lines,
table.
Yeah, that's my fault.
It's the pursuit. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right.
So 6th Cardiff.
5th.
Norwich.
No, not yet.
Millwall. Middlesbrough.
Nope.
West Ham.
He's got West Ham in that one, isn't it?
West Ham 3rd.
Okay, so West Ham 3rd. Okay, then I will put that then. So that's fine.
Norwich top.
What?
Whoa. Okay. Wow.
Reese, can I have some of what you're smoking, mate? Because that's a bit wow.
I mean that's bold to say the very, very least. I think
know.
Norwich will be in the playoffs, but I don't think they'll be good enough to win the championship.
No.
That's wrong.
It's just their bloody manager.
I thought you didn't like Clement.
Yeah, I was going.
I know.
I don't like. I don't like him because he went. I don't like him because he went to Norwich.
Who
So is that you saying that you rate him, you just don't like him for going to Norwich?
Yeah.
Whose fault was it to sack him then?
Yeah.
The arseholes that used to own the club.
Oh yeah. Yes.
All right, give us your last. Well, give us your fourth and your third. Your actually no, your fifth, your fourth, and your second.
Fourth, Millwall.
Mm-hmm.
Right, okay. Yep. All right.
Second, Middlesbrough.
So Borough second. And there's one team left. I'm just thinking.
Not Southampton, is it?
No, he's put Southampton 7th, I think.
Yeah, he did. Put Southampton 7th.
Who's missing there?
See here. I think I know who you're missing because you said Burnley already. Derby, but you did say
Watford?
Burnley. Ah, you did say
Watford.
Burnley, yeah.
No, he said Burnley
Watford.
quite low, to be
Watford.
fair.
Yeah,
Watford.
you did say Watford. That's it, yeah.
Watford.
Oh my God.
Are you putting
Reese, Reese, are you mad?
Are you
No,
putting Watford in fourth?
No, I forgot they existed.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. Let's make it completely fair now. Let's put. I want you to drag from Millwall to
Yeah.
Birmingham and put them up one position,
Right. I'm gonna
and
do
then
that.
stick Watford in above Wolves just to piss off Wolves fans.
All right, right. Do that then. So all the way down to Birmingham, correct?
Correct.
Okay, and then there's just Watford below them. All right.
Yep.
All right.
I actually forgot Watford existed as a football club.
Well, yeah,
There we go.
absolutely. Well, there you go.
I don't think I've made that. I don't think I've made any controversial claims.
Well,
Let's
that's
have a
going to be
look.
debated
So,
throughout the season. So yeah, he is our predicted the table. You can see most of us are going for West Ham to finish as champions, except for Nathan and Reese. They're both going for Wolves and Norwich City. In the finish second, most of us was going for a mixture of most of Middlesbrough, the odd with Norwich City, Wolves in that category as well. In the playoffs, you know, we've gone through the usual, but most of us go, like I said, all of us go for Derby and Bristol and Birmingham City. The other one, Cardiff City, with Nathan and your team. But in the bottom half of the table, everyone's predicting that Lincoln will go down. Mixture of Blackburn. There's also with Stefan being the bold person, go with bloody Burnley to finish 23rd. So
That is the best prediction of 2026.
Yeah.
If that happens, I'll buy you a heart shirt.
You heard it here. You heard it here, everyone. You heard it here. He said it on record here. So
Yeah. If Burnley finish 21st, I will buy Stefan a heart shirt that says Stefan number 5 on it.
Why not?
Because you're gonna play centre back, aren't you?
Plus, I wouldn't fucking wear it anyway.
would it not be appropriate for you to get a shirt with him saying 23rd on the back? Since that's Burnley's predicted position for it.
yeah,
No, he's not in a
but that's too
top.
kind.
He's only a half top, Michael. Different.
listen. Actually,
Okay.
Doug, you should actually get in touch with Danfield Turf Moorhouse and actually tell what Stefan's put. And
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You
Yeah.
will never guess where Stefan has put Burnley
Yeah.
this coming season in the Championship.
I'd tell him and said where we've put Burnley is, and if Burnley stays up, he has to wear a Burnley shirt. Stefan does.
No, I think I can go one further than that.
Okay, what you got?
I think if Burnley gets relegated, he's got to wear the heart shirt.
Okay,
But
That's fair.
sorry, but if Burnley stays up, He's got to wear the full Burnley get up. He's got to wear the trackies. He's got to wear the jacket, and he's got to wear a Burnley shirt.
It's too expensive for me to buy.
Bullshit!
Okay, was he trolling?
And we also need a top that's got on the back. For fuck's sake!
Yes.
Oh, please do.
Yeah, we do.
I think we
Absolutely.
need to as well. Like, oh, what's up, Dan? Good to see you. I think what we need to do as well is we need to have a picture when it happens of Stefan running away from the police for these exact criminal predictions.
He actually Reece, he did get his £50 of fruits from BBC the other week as well. Actually, he's a total bear because it was on BBC Scotland. So
could we not actually have another suggestion? And if Burnley get promoted, could we not have here? Actually, quick question, Stefan. For Wrexham, who do you consider their main rivals?
Cardiff,
Swansea.
Right. So can we please get? I've got it. Just bear with me. So if Burnley get promoted, can someone make him a half and half Manchester City and Cardiff City shirt?
yeah, that could be doable.
That's a shout.
Go on, we'll chip in somebody for it. Go on, it'd be really funny to watch him having to wear that.
Can I see Michael's predictions one last time?
Yeah, sure. We can see
just for this madness alone.
Yeah, we can see Michael's.
Why mine specifically?
Because I think if we're throwing bets around, I think we may as well throw one at you, mate. Let's see.
Okay, so what's my bet? Because it was about 6 of them, yeah?
Actually, I like Michael's predictions. There's nothing I can do.
No.
Fuck.
Go on then. What about you then? Go on then, lads. Let's think of a forfeit for Reece then.
There's nothing much you're going to get with me anyway. Let's be real.
Right. Okay. Let's think.
If Bolton finish 10th, I'll speak for a whole live stream in Spanish.
No.
The good thing is I'll understand. The good thing is I'll understand you, so that's all right.
Okay, how about this one? And Stefan might like this idea. If one of the parachute teams makes the top 2, then Stefan has to have a half and half Celtic and Manchester City top.
If one of the parachute teams finishes in the top 2.
Yeah, because Reece hasn't got any of the parachute teams in the top 2.
No, he hasn't.
He's got Norwich and Middlesbrough.
That is fair.
I'm not sure Reece will agree about the half and half punishment. Like,
wait, who's wearing it?
You. If one of West Ham, Wolves, Burnley, or Southampton, for example, make top 2, would you wear a half and half?
Michael, no. Reece, who's your most hated football teams in the 4 divisions in England?
You're kidding, right?
Tell me. Come on.
A whole lot.
Come on.
Everybody.
No, he's got their like 2 teams that he hates the most out of the weeks.
I don't like where this is going.
Okay, let me ask you another one then, Reece. Right, let me ask you another question, Reece. What's your? Can you name a specific number that you like? Like that would be a typical footballer's number.
It's going to say 9.
22.
Fine, 22. So if Norwich get promoted, let's get him a Norwich shirt with Stripper Club 22 on the back.
Sorted. Right, sorted.
Already ordered.
I actually can imagine Reece proudly rocking that up in Scotland, going, yeah, that's right. I called Norwich a stripper club and I tipped them to get promoted. Look at me. Look at me making like bold predictions.
Yeah. To be fair, I'll probably get mistaken for a Man United shirt anyway. So.
Oh, actually,
we got shit already, and we've not even started this season.
Oh, can you imagine that? 5 minutes into the kickoff against Cardiff. For fuck's sake! That was too easy for Cardiff, and we're 4-0 down at half time.
If Cardiff scored before getting that flight, right, I'll be fucking amazed because I will probably listen to that, when I get that plane back from Toronto. So it'll be fucking amazing. But actually, I like to say thank our new panelist Nathan. We'll see you again. I won't see you next weekend because I'll be away as I'm going to be getting married across the pond. But Doug, thank you very much for joining us as well too. But hopefully, Doug will see you again most of the season as well. You're welcome.
More than welcome to be on, Doug.
Yeah, would love to. Would love to. Thank you. No, I really enjoyed tonight. So no, thank you very much.
Right, we'll let you two go and listen. Have a good week, and I'll see you guys. Yeah, the week after. So yeah, you're outside.
Bye.
enjoy, lads.
Friday.
Take care,
Bye-bye.
everyone.
Speak to you all
Take
soon.
care, Doug. Take care,
Bye-bye.
Nathan. All right. Thank you to Doug and Nathan joining us as well. But before we go, guys, we'll finish off as well. Like I said, yeah, that's gonna be interesting. What Reese does that bet with his stripper club in the back. Actually, it's not a bad idea.
Go to a proper club. And ask them to wear it.
And you see, Reece, you've got a queer bit. I don't know what mine is because there was about 6 of them there. So you have not chosen a full one yet.
I honestly would recommend you go with a Man City and Cardiff half and half shirt for Stefan.
Nah, make it free. He's got to include hearts.
That's a better idea. I like that.
That's a better idea, actually.
Do you notice how Stefan's lips just pursed there? He went like,
Yeah, I know. Look at his face. Look at it. He just, yeah.
Stefan's
Oh.
like, Michael Bowers, I fucking hate you right now. For fuck's sake.
Nah, that's the face. That's the face he makes when he watches Hibs play football.
Yeah, true.
Half Liverpool, half Cardiff City. Yeah, actually, I like that.
That's one of the few I can agree on that one. Yeah.
All right, all right.
Yeah, that's better than mine.
Oh, I can top it. I can.
Go on,
top
then.
it. Half Liverpool, half Cardiff, but it's got a printed Hearts player of Carl's choice on the back.
No fucking way.
I like that. Oh yes, thank you, Reese.
I think that's a clear winger, given Stefan's reaction there, mind.
Even your dog agrees.
And whoever that dog is, clearly agrees.
That's Stefan's dog.
Salute the dog.
See, they agree. Good boy / girl. I don't know what gender the dog is, but there you go.
It's Maisie.
But what is this conversation turned into? I thought we were talking about the championship top scorers.
All right, Annie, do you want to go back to the conversation when me and Carl were going? Let's kidnap Annie and take him to the Memorial Stadium instead.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
We'll not go down that rabbit hole again.
Oh,
But yeah, no. But on a serious note, it's actually great that the championship is back now. It's been obviously when you get to the summer, it's nice to have a bit of a break from the football. Well, obviously we had the World Cup, so not a full break. But now that it's back, it's like Sorry.
Don't talk about the World
Just
Cup.
listen. We accept it, Annie. Even though we don't talk about it, but just listen. The best thing was the Argentines didn't win the World Cup final. Okay. That's the only saving grace that we have.
Those words
What,
came
that
out of your
Argentina
mouth,
didn't
not
win. All I'll just say is, Fernandez.
These two are the main
all I'm going to say
antagonizers.
is
I'm just
England.
Yeah, well, either way, but no, I'm looking forward to the season coming back again. And I'm sure Carl will be looking forward to doing the 20 podcast with Doug. So yeah, that's how you know football's back.
Absolutely.
And for Annie, what a better way to introduce it than Bristol City 0, Walsall 1. So.
Oh, starts on Friday night, folks, and it goes right through to Monday.
Yep, it does as well. And like I said, I won't be on next weekend. I said I fly over Toronto.
Listen, how dare you have a life outside football? That is shocking.
I am self-employed, guys. There's a difference. So I do have a fucking life because I'm self-employed.
If you do not do what I said to you before we went live, I will be disappointed.
What's this?
Sounds ominous.
If he does not go into the American border and say the rights are behind me, there's none in front of me, I'll be disappointed.
Listen.
I'm not touching this with a barge.
We're not going to bring politics into this, are we?
I'm not touching this with a barge ball.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going at this subject either.
No, we're done with that, Reese. Forget that, okay?
Let's not do anything to do with the colour orange or the person who happens to be running to be president of the United States of America. Let's just stay well away from that topic. Thank you very much.
Guys, I'll set the stream up next week. We'll be absolutely fine.
That'd be great.
I think I have to agree with Doug there. I think they're the only two.
That's a good shout.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say Adam Armstrong's not a bad bet for that either.
No, Armstrong's in that, and I think that Potnick, if he stays at Swansea, he's in that category.
I think Smodix, if Blackburn decide to sit, actually no, he's at Derby. Never mind. Smodix may have a good chance.
Yeah.
May I say Laurent Tolai?
Sam Greenwood.
God, no.
Ooh,
He's a Sunderland boy, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
At Championship level, he's all right, to be fair.
he's all right actually. Yeah,
He scored a free kick against Newcastle. I'm sure you'll be happy to know.
I do
Yeah,
have
well,
another.
I have no
prediction
idea what
for
you're
this
talking
week.
about, Annie Harris. Totally
have
not
another
happy at
prediction.
all.
I'm going to go with Steve Clark to Wrexham,
what are we talking about now?
manager.
their next manager.
Oh, okay. Gone on to that, have we?
So going back on, Stefan's going to get rid of Phil Parkinson and appoint someone else that Stefan clearly isn't a fan of.
No,
I think this
absolutely
stream's got a bit tangential at points.
doesn't
Jesus.
matter.
But
Jesus
Annie,
Christ,
let's be
look.
honest though. Is that not expected at this point on this
Oh,
podcast?
I
Yeah,
know we're not
that's
going
a
to
good
be
point, yeah.
professional for the first few shows at way. Come on,
Yeah, that's a good point. No.
Come on,
right?
we've
So
got
you,
fucking-
yeah,
we've got-
you don't, yeah,
That's a good
We've
point.
got Reese on the show with us, Annie, as well. Come on, that's just a recipe for carnage.
yeah,
Carl, we're not professional now. We're not professional in April. We're not professional at any time. It's like,
exactly. So
Then
what's
there
the
we
point?
go. That's the point. We're never professional.
Stuff professionalism.
Thank
But I will
you.
say to be fair, but like I said, I will applaud Stefan for putting his neck on the line, saying Burnley will do a Leicester and go down twice. If that actually happens, he deserves all the respect in the world for calling that early.
And
I
has to
thought
be a hard stop.
Millwall missing the playoffs was a bold shout.
And then you hear Burnley going down.
Mm,
I mean, I've got Wolves to finish 12th. That would be funny.
aye, well, there you go as well. Listen, gentlemen, it's been always thank you for joining me. I always thank you for joining.
No, thank you very
Everyone
much.
who's been messaging in as well too. I appreciate that. So, like I said, Stefan and the gang will be back on around 8 p.m. next Sunday for the first match day of the Championship Review. I'll be back on the week after, especially as well. So, yeah, but like I said, I will be watching the show before I'm on the flight when I'm at the airport, just seeing how what you guys are doing. So, yeah.
In case we're slagging you off on YouTube behind your back, basically.
Well, technically, yes. So I'm joking. No, listen. You guys are in good hands anyway. I'm not too worried about it. And like I said, this was unexpected. A few weeks ago, I didn't expect we were going to on that next weekend. I was going to get married. So things.
Well, hope that's a good day for you, mate. Congrats again.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. So you guys will see the pictures the day after.
No, please do.
Yeah, you know, that's a promise anyway. But like I said, myself and Stefan will be back on Tuesday to talk about the SPFL roundup at Tuesday at 2 p.m. on the Banter and Boots podcast as well. And also, like I said, hit that like and subscribe button as well on our channel for any upcoming content as well. I will also add Michael, Annie's, and Nathan's channel as well, alongside Doug's as well in the description as well for you to subscribe as well too, and also to be part of the collaboration as well too. So hit that subscribe button as well. And like I said, Reese, we'll see you probably in a couple of weeks' time when we got the Saturday show back on the 22nd of August at 11:30. It'll be interesting with that one. The first show of the new Premier League season.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Thanks for having me on, boys. I barely watch the Championship, so it's all fun and games for me. It's a good laugh. It's actually a good league, so I'll stick in a few games.
Yeah, absolutely. Just stick a few games when you're available. You let us know when you can come on. That's it. So
Yeah, of course. Yeah, absolutely.
Always starts
Perfect.
before the Premier League as well. So
Oh, the Premier League's boring. I'm sick of the Premier League.
Yeah, well,
that's a good take.
Speaking of Premier League, myself and Doug will be doing the 20 Premier League podcast season preview just before the eve of the start of the new season as well, after next week as well. So keep an eye on both on our channels and that as well.
Yeah, if you want to know when the latest episode comes out, just check our schedule and poster, which is on social media.
Absolutely, as well. Like Steph said. Also, we'll be hopefully Reese and I will be starting the new content of the European Roundup as well. We'll talk about all the European leagues as well too. So that'll be interesting as well. So hopefully you're available for 6 p.m. on Tuesdays, Reese. Because if you're not, I can change the timing. So
Probably 6:30 just from work. So I'm in the office till 5. So
that's
give me
fine.
6:30.
6:30. Yeah,
Cool.
6:30 is good for me.
I'll change your poster, that's fine.
Thank you very much, Stefan. I appreciate that. But like I said, thank you for everyone for watching in. Listen, have a good week. In the weekend, just not long to go now. The new EFL season. It starts on Friday as well. So yeah, it's huge games, and hopefully Stefan will be happy if Cardiff don't beat Wrexham. But yeah, we'll see. It'll be
But he's
funny.
going to be in for a whole host of ridicule if they do.
Absolutely as well.
You're going down,
And like I said, from
down,
5-star
ugly.
theories. Listen, catching Disco
guys.
and you lads later. Appreciate that as well.
Take care,
So,
everyone.
take care. Have a good week.
Take care, guys. Bye. Bye.
Will still says Wrexham suck.
You heard it from Reese. It's goodbye from us.
Time for cities and towns to start dreaming again.